for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's going on? It's our boy Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We back. New Media Today USA Boxing. Hold on, man. Hold on, guys. I got to put Ali. Yeah, I got to always show Ali face. New Media Today USA Boxing. RIP to the great legend, Muhammad Ali and Pernell Whitaker. That's how we do that. But as I was saying, guys, New Media Today USA Boxing. We back Sunday through Friday. 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time from 3 to 5:30. 3 to 5:30. We rocking out. Next week, my schedule gonna be kind of hectic, guys. So we're gonna play it ear by ear. You know what I mean? I got a lot of things I have to do. But we're gonna play it ear by ear next week. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Hey guys, so happy to be here, man. You know how we do it, man. If you woke up today is a good day. Because there's a whole lot of people out there that's taking a dirt nap right now. And that could be you. So if you woke up today is a good day. And guess what? Whatever you didn't accomplish yesterday, you can accomplish it today, whatever goals you set for yourself. And if today is not working out so well, you always have another opportunity to do it tomorrow. So other than that, man, let's get into this, man. Let's do this. You know what I mean? I want to give everybody a round of applause. Want to give everybody a round of applause. And also, guys, I want to talk about this because I want to drop this right quick. I'm going to drop this link on here. I want to drop this link on here. As a matter of fact, let me get this. Let me say this right quick, guys, on the top of the hour. Shout out to everybody in the chat right quick, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Give everybody a round of applause. Also, guys, I want to talk about this right quick before we get into the show. Because I know once I get to cooking, and I'm gonna try to add it in later on as well. I'll probably forget. So, Major Key Boxing, Troy Graham and Major Key, they're working with an organization called Ring 10, the Ring 10 Foundation. I will drop the link down here, Ring 10 on the Ring 10 Foundation. I'm gonna drop the link right here. And basically Ring 10, they work with retired boxers. Fighters who we looked up and was crazy about back in the day. You know what I mean? I don't want to name the wrong people. You know what I mean? But basically, Ring 10 is the only boxing charity where 100% of the money goes directly to retired fighters. They're helping fighters like Jared McClellan, Wilfredo Benitez, two of the greats, man. They're helping these fighters right now as we speak. And many more fighters to name, you know what I mean? They help with anything with these fighters, from their rent to major surgeries if they need that. If anyone would like to donate to help these fighters, like Jared McClellan and Wilfredo Benitez, some of the greats. If anybody would like to donate, man, please hit the link at the bottom right here, man. That's ring10, ring10.com. That's ring, R-I-N-G, the number 10.com. I donated myself. I donated myself. You know what I mean? So I just want to let you guys know that, man. I dropped the link, man. So if it's something anything that you can do, guys, just please let me know. You know what I mean? Just go there and check them out, man. Because a lot of these older fighters, man, they gave us classics, but they didn't manage their money right. And now they're broke. They don't have anything. You know what I mean? And in boxing, you're a private contractor. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. But shout out to my main man Toon for dropping that quarter of a dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Toon say, been keeping up with the Olympics? No, I haven't, fam. I haven't been watching. I'm not a TV watcher, really. That boy Andy Cruz, a problem. Them Cubans low key got the best boxers from a technician standpoint. Yeah, Toon, I haven't watched it, fam. I haven't watched any of the Olympics, to be honest with you. And I haven't watched any of the Olympics, to be honest with you. Yeah, man. So, absolutely, man. So that's Ring 10. Where we at? I think I dropped it. Did I drop it? Yeah, I think I dropped the link. Ring 10. That's www.ring, the number 10.com. Where is it? I want to put it on the screen, guys. As a matter of fact, I guess it's not on the screen. Ring 10. And we're going to get into this.com. Now, we're going to get into this, guys. Ring10.com. That's it right there. www.ring10.com. Now, where am I going at with this? This is the only nonprofit charity organization for fighters, for retired fighters that's helping boxers. 100% of the monies go directly to these fighters. You know what I mean? So, anyways, let's get into this. So that's where you can go ahead and donate right there. www.ring10.com. Now, let's get into this. Let's go ahead and let's get into this, man, because I want to know, like Joe, what in the hell is the options for Caleb Eggplant? But let's move on. Let's give everybody a shout out first. You know how we do it. Shout out to my brother Halim. Shout out to Coach Askey. Shout out to MTK Global. Shout out to Josh Saylor. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to Witness the Hoax. Shout out to Sophia. Shout out to the sister Sophia, man. Shout out to you, sis. Shout out to Meryl Dixon. Shout out to Mr. T in the building. Shout out to Double A Sagittarius. Shout out to my brother Charlo. Man, I was looking for you yesterday, man, because I showed the video yesterday where you predicted what was going to happen with this Canelo Alvarez and Caleb Eggplant negotiation situations. Me and you. But you wasn't here, my brother. So shout out to who else we got? Shout out to my brother Blood. Hey, Rachel, what's up, man? Hey, I just got through watching your video, the one you did about the mental health, about Moonshine, Mr. Moonshine Punch. Yeah, I just got through watching, fam. I just got through watching your video, just now, literally. You know what I mean? Shout out to Arlette. Arlette, what's going on, sis? Ignorant Boxing, what's happening? Double A Sagittarius, what the lick read? Let's see what we got, who we got. Where's the sleeve? What's up, fam? With the sleeve, we have Batshit Crazy. What's going on? Sophia, what's happening? Let's see what we got. KO Boxing, what's up? Jedi Gremlin, what the lick read? Silver Stream, what's up? Richard Slutsky, what's happening? Let's see what we got. D Nice, they call me D Nice. You see what I'm saying? What's going on? Which one of you uses raccoons dislike the video? Carmen Serene, what's going on, sis? What's going on, sis? What's going on? Shout out to my brother Toon. Shout out to Fury and Survivor. What's happening? Shout out to Cesar Rojas. Anna Lee, what's going on, sis? I ain't seen you since 1979. Who else we got? Dolomite. That's his name, Dolomite. You see what I'm saying? Dolomite, what's going on, fam? Rider of the Storm, what's happening? And who else we got? Lady Shan. Please subscribe to Lady Shan YouTube channel. Please subscribe to her channel. Please subscribe to Retro Boxing and Documentaries. Please subscribe to Major Key Boxing. Please subscribe to Maestro Boxing. Maestro. Yeah, please subscribe to Maestro. And it's a bunch of them I'm forgetting. D-Style. Man, guys, please don't be mad at me, man. Cause if I don't have this stuff written down, I'll forget. Just too many damn channels to name. But you know who it is, though. So, anyways, let's get into this. Now, we don't went over everything yesterday as related to Caleb Eggplant, and Eggplant is what I call him. Caleb Eggplant and Canelo Alvarez. So now, we know the narrative. Canelo's asking for outrageous stuff in the contracts. He's ducking. He's scared of Caleb Eggplant. I literally never heard of this guy, Caleb Plant, before. I learned about this guy probably about a year and a half ago. Literally, right? Literally. So, year and a half ago, I just heard about him. You know what I mean? Year and a half ago, maybe closer to 2 years or something like that. But Caleb Plant is being ducked by Canelo Alvarez. That's their narrative. Now, the only problem with that, guys, is this. There's two sides to every story. So the position that I came from yesterday, you can't sit back and say, oh, but this what this guy said. Not shown, but said out of his mouth. That's like me having an issue with Jeff Lucietta, right? I got an issue with Jeff Lucietta, or I got an issue with Southpaw Killer. We're trying to work out some kind of negotiations to do a business deal, right? And then things break down. It becomes public, and I come out and say, yeah, man, Southpaw Killer, the reason why things didn't work out with Southpaw Killer, because he wanted A, B, C, and D, and then Southpaw Killer tried to rob me, or he tried to do this and this. The only problem with that is, if you don't hear Southpaw Killer's version of it, you just can't take my word and say, yeah, that's what it is. Now, the Canelo Alvarez haters are doing that because it fits their narrative. It fits their narrative, so they will come out and do that. But guess what, though? We are not doing that today. If you want me to push a narrative to support your hate for Canelo Alvarez, it's not going to happen. If you want me to push your narrative so that you can make the PBC look good, it's not going to happen. If you want me to come on this show and cap, you know what I mean, just to stroke your beta males, because there's a lot of beta males in the sport of boxing. If you want me to stroke you beta males' ego, it's not going to happen. Understand that. It's not going to happen. Not today. Because Caleb Eggplant, sir, I don't know what's going on with Haymon because he doesn't do interviews. I don't know the man. I don't know what's going on with Fox. I don't know any of those guys. All I know is this. Your ass was living in the trailer park before you started boxing. You are currently living in a double wide trailer. So you moved up from a single wide to a double wide, and you have an opportunity to get out of that double wide trailer. But guess what? If the Canelo bag is gone, Canelo ship has probably sailed. And if that ship has sailed, you are the biggest fool in the sport of boxing because you had the opportunity to get that bag. Now, I'm saying you ducked. I'm going to tell you why I'm saying he ducked. Because these PBC fighters say, we are our own boss. If you are your own boss, then you should be able to do what you want to do when you want to do it and make these deals happen. Right? So guess what? If you're not your own boss, stop talking about you your own boss over there because you're not. Now, if you're saying you're your own boss because you're a private contractor, all boxers are pretty much private contractors for the most part. You see what I'm saying? For the most part. But guess what, though? Shout out to my main man, Toon, for dropping that half a dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat.
Toon say, now I have been solid on my pick with Plant. But if the fight don't happen, that's on Plant. Canelo don't need Plant. Canelo gave Plant his money like he asked. Canelo is the A side, just like Floyd. Get over it. Yeah, you know what? This is the thing, Toon. We don't know exactly. All we know is one person's side of it. There's two sides to every story. Now, I can't sit back and say what this guy says is the truth. I'm going to take it and run with it, and that's that. Without hearing the other side. This is what I see going on a lot of these other channels. They're taking their Canelo hate to another level. They're taking their Canelo hate to another level. You see what I'm saying? Now, the guy who loses in this whole thing, Toon, is Caleb Plant. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to break it down. Shout out to Mercy Grace for dropping that quarter of a dub on your boy.
Super chat.
I got that, Mercy Grace. Mercy Grace, what's happening? He said, what's next for Eggplant now? Take another low-paying fight because him and his team messed that money up. So he would get a new window put in his trailer. Exactly. At the end of the day, Caleb Eggplant loses out because this guy is a $750,000 fighter. He's a six-figure fighter. That's it. That's it. And listen, I'm gonna tell you guys something, bro. I'm gonna tell you guys something. This what teed me off yesterday. If you want to know anything that triggered me, you know how passionate I was yesterday, right? If you want to know what really triggered me, let me tell you what really triggered me. Let me find it, guys. Let me find it. This is what really triggered me yesterday, bro. Bruh, what really triggered me, and you know I have to show it. I got to show it, was when he said that, hold on, sorry about that. Shout out to Puro Sur Central for dropping that quarter of a dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
My brother say, what up, coach? What's happening? What's going on, fam? What's going on with the link read? Let me tell you guys, shout out to Bruce Goals. Let me tell you guys what really pissed me off. What really pissed me off was this. He dropped a statement on Twitter. He reached out to Mike Carpenter or somebody at ESPN, and he made his statement, right? Cool. I ain't got no problem with that. What pissed me off was this, though. He tried to make it seem like, he said, yeah, Canelo Bart was larger than his bite, was bigger than his bite. We gave him everything he wanted. What the hell you mean we gave him? Dude, you are a $750,000 fighter. You got a net worth of $3 million and your biggest purse was $750,000. We didn't give him nothing. You ain't got no money, Caleb Plant. You making it seem like, oh, you was the one that was giving Canelo Alvarez $40 million. Dude, cut it out. Wasn't no we. You not from France. You are from the trailer parks of Tennessee. So cut it out. You ain't no draw. You made it seem like, yeah, you know, when Canelo came to me, he said, yeah, Canelo is getting his highest payday ever. It wasn't because of you. It wasn't because of you. Because last time I checked, that boy from Mexico got $140 million net worth. So stop making it seem like it was because of you. Mr. Color Me Bad. No, we not gonna play these crackhead games today, man. But let me pull this up, guys. Let me pull this up. Because this what really pissed me off. This is what triggered me. I'm not gonna lie, dog. I'm not gonna line. This is what really triggered me. Oh, that's Canelo. That's Canelo. Sorry about that, guys. This is what triggered me. This is what triggered me. Let me look this up right here, man. Let's look up Caleb Eggplant. Sweet hands. They call him sweet hands. Man, boy, hush. Boy, hush. Somebody sweet hands. Well, look here, man. This is what really triggered me. Oh, he don't even have it on this. He don't even have the article. Oh, this dude don't even have he don't even, oh, you know what, man? They probably told him he messed up. They told him, look, man, you never should have went public and came out and said what you said, bro. You might not never get that Canelo fight now. He might not never get that Canelo fight now. Yeah, that's done. The ship has sailed. This what pissed me off, guys. What pissed me off was the little slick comment he put out to try to make it seem like Canelo was ducking him. And then the fact that these, because a lot of these guys, they have their lips surgically planted on Al Haymon's behind. You see what I'm saying? That's what really pissed me off. And they pushing this Canelo duck narrative because they hate Canelo. And if you hate Canelo, you hate Canelo. Okay, just come out and say that. Stop trying to make it look like you so objective. So what pissed me off was this. This what pissed me off, guys. Let's start cooking. Let's start cooking. Let's go. This what pissed me off. Now I'm not trying to relitigate yesterday. I don't done that. But this what pissed me off though. When he said his bark is bigger than his bite. And he told this to ESPN during a phone conversation Tuesday evening, yesterday. Canelo was offered the highest guarantee of his career. Okay, it wasn't because of you, sir. Cut it out. Last time I checked, Canelo is the killer whale. He was set up to make $40 million plus Mexican TV rights. He's supposed to get that. He's the A side. He's the A, B, C, and D side. You are the E side of the equation. And his Hennessy sponsorship, no problem. Let's fight. So he making it seem like, yeah, man, we agreed to everything. We did this, we did that. So you ain't did a goddamn thing. This was Al Haymon and Canelo Alvarez's team working together, right? Working together. Now, did he try to make it seem like, okay, Canelo bark was bigger than his bite? He was the reason why Canelo got his highest payday. Then he went to talking about, I question whether legacy or money is their real motive. We've been waiting for him to get done with his wedding, shooting TV shows and his golf tournaments, and now now have tried to give him everything, and he wants more. To make this fight. And everybody took that and ran with it based on what Caleb Eggplant said. Caleb Eggplant, sir, let me explain something to you, sir. This is the most anybody's ever talked about you since you've been in the sport of boxing. This is the most publicity Caleb Eggplant has ever received since he been fighting in the sport of boxing. I have gave this dude more airtime than ESPN, Fox, Al Haymon, the PBC together. Nobody knew who you is, sir. And you talking like you got all these goddamn fans in America. Boy, hush. I can walk out the streets of Miami right now, and I can ask, I can talk about, hey man, you ever heard of this fight, this Kelly Plant? They're gonna be like, who is that? Nobody never heard of you, sir. Nobody never heard of you outside of the Alphabet Boy channels. And we're talking about now diehard boxing fans might know. You see what I'm saying? Might know a little something about you, but cut it out. That's what pissed me off, right? That's what really pissed me off. But now, I'm past the piss off part. You don't messed up the bag, Caleb Eggplant. And now the reason why I'm gonna blame Caleb Eggplant, I'm gonna tell you where I'm going at with this, guys. I'm gonna tell you where I'm going at with this. Because these PBC fighters say they are their own boss. So if you are your own boss, when things do not go out wrong, when things go wrong, and you're not able to secure big fights, guess what? It's your fault. It's your fault. When a PBC fighter say, I'm my own boss, I call my own shots. And when you have an opportunity of a lifetime to make $10 million and it doesn't work out, guess what? Since you call your own shots, you're going to have to accept responsibility for big fights not being made. You can't have it both ways. You cannot have it both ways. You see what I'm saying? If you are your own boss, you're going to accept your own responsibility. Can't have it both ways. I don't want to hear no call Al, big Fizz. I'm down Texas. Big Fizz. Call Al. Listen, you got to call Uncle Al, huh? I thought you was your own boss. Oh man, you don't understand the PBC way. Al Haymon is just an advisor. Okay, well he advising their ass not to make fights on their own. He is advising them, you better not do A, B, C, and D unless I say so. Stop creating this illusion, guys, that these dudes from the PBC are their own bosses. They're not. Hell, if that's the case, every fighter their own boss because all of them are independent contractors. But you still got to listen to the promoter, the advisor, the manager, whatever goddamn title that they want to put it as. So cut it out. Now, let's go ahead and look over here, guys. Let's go ahead and look over here. Let's get busy. Now, this is the PBC roster. Now, I know what you guys are saying, man. Why are we going through this again? No, we're not going through this. Caleb Eggplant, we're going to look at what are the options that Caleb Eggplant has right now because the bag has left the building. Warning, warning, warning. The bag has left the building. Calling all Caleb Eggplant supporters. The bag has left the building. Calling all pro PBC ass kissers. The bag has left the building. Calling all, call Al, big Fizz, all big Fizz supporters. The bag has left the building. Caleb Eggplant, sir, that double wide trailer that you live in right now, you are currently still living in it. Why? Because the bag has left the building. The bag is Canelo Alvarez. Whether you like it or not, he is the killer whale of the sport of boxing. How do I know? Because numbers don't lie. When you look at the numbers show who is the killer whale in the sport of boxing. It doesn't matter whether I like Canelo or not. It doesn't change the fact that this man is the killer whale in the sport of boxing. And if I'm living in a trailer park as a fighter and I got an opportunity to make $10 million, that's more than 10 times that I've ever been paid in my life. I will break my neck to sign that contract. And if anyone tells me, any advisor tells me not to sign the contract, I would ignore him and sign that contract anyways. Do you want to know why? Because I am my own boss. That's the narrative. They're their own boss. Now, until we hear from Canelo Alvarez, I am not going to believe what Caleb Eggplant say. What in the hell makes Caleb Eggplant credible now? Now, he might sound credible to those I Hate Canelo Alvarez YouTube channels out there. And if you do, that's fine. He might sound credible to them. Why? Because that's the narrative that they want to push. But we're not going to play these crackhead games over here. Not over here. No.
To this day.
We ain't playing no crackhead games over here. It ain't happening. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen, Papa. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. So we gonna give everybody a round of applause. And we finna get busy. Let's look at Caleb Eggplant's options. Now, he's a 168-pound fighter. He fights at super middleweight. So let's look here, guys. Let's look here. So we got Alfredo Angulo. Alfredo Angulo. This is option one. He's 38 years old, guys. He's 38 years old. So Caleb Eggplant can probably fight him. I'm going to tell you where I'm going at with this. Because you know the PBC mostly do what? They fight in-house fights. All of these promotional companies, they do what? They mostly fight in-house fights. So since the bag has left, since Canelo Alvarez's ship has sailed, we're going to look at what Canelo Alvarez's options are, and we're going to look at Caleb Eggplant's options. We're going to have to do that, guys. We're going to have to do that. You see what I'm saying? So I'm going to show y'all something. Before I scroll down to go a little bit further, I want to show y'all something. Because we know this. Now that there will be no Canelo fight for Caleb Eggplant. We know this, right? He has officially missed out on his $10 million opportunity. So since he has officially missed out on his $10 million opportunity, let's look at some of the options that Caleb Eggplant has. This is why we on the PBC website. This is why we are on the PBC website. Let's look at some of his options. Since we have not heard anything from Canelo Alvarez as of yet, and we do know this, that the Canelo Haters YouTube channels, Alphabet Boy community, and their supporters all want us to believe that Canelo is ducking from the fake-ass Robin Thicke. They want us to believe that Canelo is ducking Color Me Bad. They want us to believe that Canelo is ducking Justin Timberlake. They want us to believe that Canelo is ducking Ice Ice Baby, meaning Vanilla Ice. No, I ain't going for that there. We only heard one side of the story, right? But let's move on. But that's okay, Caleb Eggplant. That's okay. Yeah, that's okay, because you have missed out on the opportunity of a lifetime to get now. And now, because guess what? This is another thing. This is why I feel bad for Caleb Eggplant. The boy was making $750,000 his last two fights. That's what he got paid. He's never made a meal in his life. The only time he touched a meal is when he went to McDonald's and he bought a Happy Meal. That's the only meal he ever touched in his life. Shout out to my brother Toon for saying he thought that Caleb Eggplant made a meal. Listen, I'm saying from the sport of boxing, I don't know what his endorsements is. He ain't got no hell of endorsements. He got snack. They ain't paying him that much money, like $50,000 or something like that. He ain't making a whole lot of goddamn money on that neither. But that's neither here nor there. My point is this here. You're not even a 7-figure fighter. You a 6-figure fighter. So for you to go on ESPN and talk that shit like you big fish. See, a lot of those PBC fighters, they suffer from the big fish syndrome. We gonna call it like it is, guys. The big fish syndrome. They suffer from that because they believe I'm big fish, big fish. They really believe this shit. They really believe this. And then when they see a killer whale, they forget their position in the pecking order. Dude, you are down here. This fighter is up here. Down here, up here. Down here, up here. Down here, up here. And but you start to believe that you really this goddamn big fish when you're living in a trailer park. But we're not going to talk about the trailer park no more. We're going to try to, listen, all donations to the show today, this is what we're going to do. Anybody who donated super chat, we're going to send that money to Caleb Eggplant to help him get out of that double wide trailer he's living in. Because he ain't making no money with the PBC. Carl Al is paying his boy $750,000. He can't even make $1 million. And he's getting paid $750,000 to get punched in the face. But he fighting a bunch of scrubs. So, I guess you can do that when you're fighting scrubs. But since the PBC mostly only fights in-house fights, let's look at their super middleweight roster, right? In order to get an idea who Caleb Eggplant could possibly be fighting next, right? And then we're going to look at what are Canelo Alvarez's options. So let's go ahead. Right here, guys. So this option number one, he can fight Alfredo Angulo. That's number one. Do you know who this is? No. I don't know who he is. But let's move on. Going on down the road. That's one fighter. Two, he can fight David Benavidez. Now, we know he ain't fighting no David Benavidez because David Benavidez, in my opinion, will beat the brakes off of Caleb Eggplant. He been ducking David Benavidez for about 2-3 years now. He don't want none of that smoke. And this was even when David Benavidez had the belt, had the WBC belt. He never lost his belt in the ring. He lost it outside of the ring. And David Benavidez has a fight August 28th, and he's fighting Jose Uzcategui. Let's move on. So that's two fighters he can fight, but he ain't going to fight David Benavidez, so we might as well scratch him off the list. Let's scratch him off the list. Let's keep going on down the yellow brick road. Let's keep going on down. 168. That's two fighters we got, right? That's two fighters. Let's see. They ain't got a whole bunch of 168s over here. Let's see. Oh, here goes another one. He has Anthony Durrell. Let's write this down, guys. He has Anthony Durrell. So he has 1, 2, 3 so far. Anthony Durrell. And then he has Andre Durrell. 4. So Anthony Durrell and Andre Durrell. He can fight either one of these guys. So that's 4 fighters from the PBC. These are his options. Let's keep on going down the yellow brick road. The yellow brick road, let's keep going down. Let's keep going down. What it is, what it is. Let's see. Boy, look here, boy. The pickets look real thin over here, boy. It look real thin. I haven't came to another 168 pounder yet. Boy, listen, this looking real delicate over there in the PBC. Okay, Jalen Love, Mr. Stinky Leg himself. Well, I'm gonna show y'all why I call him Stinky Leg, because when he got his first loss, he was doing the stinky leg in the corner, and his mom and his mother, God bless her, his mother ran to the ring and went and hit him, bamming on the mat, telling him to get up. He messed the bag up that night. So that's 5. That's 5 fighters. Let's keep going down the yellow brick road. Yellow brick road. Let's keep going down. Keep going down the yellow brick road. Let's keep going, guys. Let's keep going. Boy, it look kind of thin over here. Okay, now this Caleb Eggplant, so we ain't got to count him. Let's keep going down because he can't fight himself. You know what I mean? He can't fight himself. So let's keep going down, guys. Boy, it look terrible. Boy, it don't look good. It do not look good for the home team. Caleb Eggplant, boy, it do not look good for you right now. Dog, okay, he can fight Caleb Trucks again. That's 6. He could fight Caleb Trucks again, a guy who he could not knock out in January. And he beat the guy for 12 rounds. He couldn't knock him out. This guy 37 years old. Let's keep moving on down the yellow brick road. And bam, we at the end. So guess what? The PBC officially has 6 super middleweights that Caleb Eggplant can fight. Caleb Eggplant has 6 options. Option number 1. Let's see. He has 6 options, guys. 6 options. So let's go ahead and do this, man. Because right now, this don't make no goddamn sense. Caleb Trucks. Let's write that down. Guys. Let's write that down. Caleb Trucks. That's option number 1. Listen, you guys know everybody around America would love to see a rematch of this fight. You know, if they watched it the first goddamn time. They would love to see a rematch on that. You know what I mean? Big fish, Caleb Eggplant. Big Caleb Eggplant. You know, he paying, I'm paying, you know, we gave Canelo Alvarez his biggest payday. You know, what the hell you mean we? You ain't doing a goddamn thing. You living in a trailer park. Talking about we. You know what I mean? What, you from France? Okay, there go Caleb Eggplant right there. Talking all cocky. Oh, man, that's what pissed me off yesterday. That's what pissed me off. Keep your ass humble, man. You ain't no goddamn body in the sport of boxing. You ain't nobody. Nobody. Literally, you nobody. I know my homeboy Toon rocks with you. He got faith in you. You see what I'm saying? Toon got faith in him. All right. Jalen Love. Jalen Love. But it ain't looking too good for the home team, guys. It's not looking too good. And the PBC, they don't like doing cross-promotional fights. They don't like fighting people outside of their stable. You see what I'm saying? They like doing in-house fights. So guess what? If Caleb Eggplant follows the PBC model, which he does, and he have to fight an in-house fight, but listen, it's looking slimmer than Pookie on New Jack City. He can fight Andre Durrell. And he can fight Anthony Durrell. But this shit ain't looking good, guys. It's not looking good. He can fight Anthony Durrell. Now let's keep moving, guys. Let's keep moving. Let's see what else he got. Unless one of these 160 pounders move up, he can forget it. Boy, it's looking crazy. It's looking crazy for him. Okay, David Benavidez. We know he don't want none of that smoke. He don't want none of David Benavidez smoke. So we can scratch him out, but we're going to put him down there anyways. Benavidez got a fight coming up next month, but you can believe that Caleb Eggplant ain't going to fight him. We can believe that. They like to say the boogeyman of the division. This the real boogeyman of 168. 168, I'm saying that 168, hey, Caleb Eggplant don't want none of that. And guess what? Caleb Eggplant and David Benavidez is on the same side of the street. Remember Errol Spence say, yeah, man, that fight can't happen. Whatever. He on the other side of the street. Okay, but these 2 guys on the same side of the street, and he still can't get Color Me Bad in the ring. Color Me Bad do not want to get in the ring with David Benavidez. I wonder why. And he has Alfredo. Alfredo, what's going on? What's going on, brother? I ain't never heard of you, but you know, it is what it is. Alfredo, what's going on, boy? What the league read, baby? So Caleb Eggplant has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 options. Guess what? Guess what the problem with these 6 options is, guys? All of these options that he have is going to pay him $750,000. That's the problem. The problem is, from a mathematical standpoint, none of these guys is going to bring him any money. None of these guys going to bring him any money. He still is going to have to live in that double-wide trailer that he's currently living in Tennessee. So the PBC model, so Al Haymon, never met the guy. There's only a couple of pictures out there on the internet about him. So I ain't gonna really say much about Al, call Al big fit. I understand Al is powerful in the sport of boxing. I understand he one of the big dogs in the sport of boxing. You know, him and his white investors who invested that $425 million into PBC. Those are the real big dogs. Those are the real big dogs. Don't get it twisted. The real big dogs is the guys who give you the money to launch your business. Those are the real big dogs. Those are the real big dogs. Don't get it twisted. But I say all that to say this. Shout out to Uncle Al Haymon. You're doing your thing for a lot of fighters over there in the PBC, sir. I have a great deal of respect for you, sir. Never met you, never heard you say 2 words, but shout out to you. But guess what? Everybody can get it over here. I am not one of the Al Haymon ass kissers. It ain't happening, not over here. I don't give a damn who it is. But let's keep going on, right? So, Caleb Eggplant, sir, you messed up. Caleb Eggplant.
I see what I'm saying. I thought.
No, so, you know what I'm saying? That you done fucked up now. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, you don't messed up. You don't messed up, Caleb Eggplant, because you went from $750,000 your last 2 fights. One of your fights, you had a guaranteed purse of $150,000, sir. This is how much money Al Haymon is paying you. Dog, look here, dog. Check this out, baby boy. You fought the dude on Mike Lee. Mike Lee, this is what I'm gonna do for you though. On the low, this between me and you now. I'm gonna give you a guaranteed purse of $150,000. But on the back end, you're gonna make more. You're gonna make most of your money on the back end because you got to bet on yourself. Isn't that what they like to talk about on them Alphabet Boy channels? See, he bet on himself, like Floyd did. This is the problem. This is the Floyd Mayweather problem. When you guys go to comparing what Floyd did to what other fighters did, the only problem with that is Floyd Mayweather was in a unique situation. Floyd Mayweather was lightning in the bottle. Floyd Mayweather came at the right time. And Floyd Mayweather is a legendary fighter. Ain't none of these dudes is legendary like Floyd Mayweather is or was when he was boxing. So when you try to say you got to do like what Floyd Mayweather did, the only problem is they don't have the star power Floyd Mayweather has. They don't have the fan base that Floyd Mayweather has. You see what I'm saying? They don't have none of that. So you can't use, yeah, man, come to the PBC. You see what Floyd did? They trying to ride off of what Floyd accomplished. These dudes ain't Floyd. So you can't use what Floyd and Al Haymon did together as a measuring stick to say this is the blueprint that the PBC fighters are doing. How in the hell? Make that make sense to me. Make that make sense to me. Shout out to Mercy Grace for dropping that $2 on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Woo!
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Mercy Grace, you hit the nail right on the head. Mercy Grace, you hit the nail right on the head. Shout out to OG, double OG, triple OG, quadruple OG. Shout out to my brother, man. My brother Blood, Retro Boxing. That's why they delusional. Go, hey man, Retro Blood, check this out, man. This is what killed me. Yeah, man. See, we taking the Floyd Mayweather route. How in the hell are you taking the Floyd Mayweather route? Hold on, let's do this. Let's do this, guys. Let's do this. Let's do this. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. Hold on, hold it. I gotta get him. Now. I ain't want to do it. But I gotta get him now. I just thought about something. Let's do this. Come on. No, we ain't playing no crackhead games today. Not today. We might play some crackhead games tomorrow. We might play some crackhead games next week. We might play some crackhead games 2 weeks from now. But today, we are not playing the crackhead games. I just want to show you guys something. Because these dudes say, yeah, we're going to Floyd Mayweather route, right? We're going to Floyd Mayweather route. Let's look up Floyd. Let's look up Floyd, guys. Since like we going the Floyd Mayweather route, this is what these alphabet boy channels say. Yeah, man, see the Floyd Mayweather blueprint. This is what the PBC is following. Bull to the you know what. Bull to the you know what. Nah, we ain't playing these crackhead games today. So this is what we gonna do. This is what we gonna do, right? Hold it. Now this dude had what? This dude had 21 fights so far. 21 fights so far. You guys want to be the follow the Floyd Mayweather blueprint, but you don't have the Floyd Mayweather work ethic. This is the problem. You are not stars. You are not superstars. You don't even know how to build your brand. You don't have the charisma. You don't have the talent. You don't have the swag that Floyd have. So to me, it's blasphemy when you sit back and say, yeah, man, we going the Floyd Mayweather route. How in the hell? Explain this to me. So, let me ask you guys a question. Let's do this. Because we're looking at Caleb Eggplant right now. So tell me this, guys. Tell me this. I ain't the smartest guy in the world, but my GED education tells me, how is this following the Floyd Mayweather route? Look at this dude's resume. He got 21 fights. How is this fighting the Floyd Mayweather, going the Floyd Mayweather route? Carlos Galvan, nobody. One Day Angel, nobody. Thomas, I can't even pronounce the last name, nobody. Andrew Hernandez, respect to this dude, nobody. Rogelio Medina, nobody. Jose Uzcategui, he all right. Mike Lee, nobody. Vincent Fagan-Butts, the dude fought a dude named Vincent Fagan-Butts. That tell you everything you need to know. Nobody. And Caleb Tross about 75 years old. He all right. So how was this following the Floyd Mayweather blueprint? Somebody please explain this to me. And yeah, see, he betting on himself. Well, how you betting yourself and you let the bag get away? See, in order to follow the Floyd Mayweather blueprint, you're going to have to put in the Floyd Mayweather work. Now, yes, Floyd Mayweather has had more fights than Caleb Eggplant. That is true. But Floyd Mayweather fought McDonald twice, fought Manny Pacquiao, Andre Berto, if you want to count him. But we're going to talk about guys who I think that's going into the Hall of Fame. Manny Pacquiao is a Hall of Famer. We know that. Canelo is a Hall of Fame. Canelo can retire right now. He in the Hall of Fame. Miguel Cotto, Hall of Famer. Shane Mosley, Hall of Famer. Juan Manuel Marquez, Hall of Famer. Ricky Hatton, Hall of Famer. Oscar De La Hoya, Hall of Famer. Zab Zuda, he might get in the Hall of Fame. We don't know yet. Arturo Gatti, Hall of Famer. You know what I mean? He fought Chop Corley. You see what I'm saying? Lewis, he fought Jose Castillo. He fought him. You see what I'm saying? Diego Corrales. You guys ain't fighting no Diego Corrales. You ain't fighting nobody on this level right here. So, in order for you to follow the Floyd Mayweather blueprint, you're going to have to put the work in. You ain't putting the work in. You see what I'm saying? So, you guys are being lured by, yeah, man, you see what Al did for Floyd Mayweather. Well, why he has not replicated that success? Explain this to me, guys. Listen, ever since Floyd Mayweather retired, why has that success not been replicated by any other fighter that's on the PBC? Someone please tell me. The most successful fighter that they have is Deontay Wilder. Wilder got a net worth of $30 million. That's some good money now. $30 million is some good money. Outside of Deontay Wilder, show me what success that any other PBC fighter is since they going the Floyd Mayweather route, right? Since they going the Floyd Mayweather route, show me how that success has been replicated up until this point at the PBC. Because they always like to talk about this here. What Floyd did. They have, these alphabet boy channels, they have a love-hate relationship with Floyd. When Floyd don't stay on code, and they hate him. But then when they want to support their argument, use that narrative to support their argument and their narrative, they want to use Floyd Mayweather. Show me another fighter with the PBC has replicated what Floyd has done. I'll wait. Is it the Charlos? Nope. Is it the Errol Spence? Big fear. I'm Dallas, Texas. Nope. And he is the biggest, one of the biggest stars over there. He's one of the biggest stars over there. That success hasn't been replicated yet. Can you think of any other fighter? Listen, we got a whole, hold it, guys. We got a whole roster right here. Shout out to my main man Toon for dropping that quarter of a dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Hey,
Time's over, boy.
Toon, you know I always laugh when I say that, man, because you know I had to gank your old boy. I ganked him. Took that from him. Coming to your trap and take over your trap. My main man Toon say the only reason he fought Berto is because Pacquiao fought Rios. And nobody ever said anything. He said it in the fight height. Rios is okay. And Berto ain't. Yeah. I get it. Yeah, I get that, Toon. You know what I mean? But my point, brother, is this here. You can't sit back and say, show me somebody. Hey, guys, sorry about that. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button for the old boy. Listen, shout out to my sister, Lady Shan, for dropping that quarter of a pound on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Lady Shan said, while the situation is it fell 2 mile, they fumbled the bag of their biggest payout for peanuts in comparison. One turns down $120 million for a 3-fight deal, and the other one on $10 million. PBC fails. Listen, exactly. Because I got the Shelly Finkel interview where Shelly Finkel had broke that down, what happened with the negotiations with the zone and all that stuff there, and yada 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 yada. But I'm just throwing that out there for argument's sake, Lady Shan. I'm just throwing that out there for argument's sake. All I'm saying is this here: when they sit back and tell me, yo, man, see, when these Alphabet Boy channels, they sit back and say, yo, man, see what it is, the PBC, they better themselves. They taking the Floyd Mayweather route. Okay, has Emmanuel Aline, has he benefited from the for taking the Floyd Mayweather route? No. What about Devin Alexander? No. What about Alfredo Angulo? No. What about this guy right here? Can't even pronounce his name. No. What about Chris Arreola? No. What about Carlos Balderas? No. What about Angel Barentes? No. Listen, I can go on and on and on. I can go on and on and on. What about David Benavidez? He's only 24 years old, so we're going to give him the benefit of the doubt. But no, so far. Andre Berto, 37 years old. No. Eric Boone? No. Let's see. Dominique Brazil? No. Has any of this success been replicated, the Floyd Mayweather route, by anybody on this roster? Adrian Broner, he was a bad boy, but Adrian Broner keep messing up outside of the ring. So all I'm saying is this here. There go Brian Castano. I'm a new fan of yours, sir. You see what I'm saying? So when they go to talking about we going to Floyd Mayweather route and all this stuff there, it's BS. Floyd Mayweather was lightning in the bottle. Lightning in the bottle. Floyd Mayweather was lightning in the bottle. The PBC got 1 million fighters. Javonte Davis, well, he's working directly with Floyd Mayweather. And he's getting guaranteed purses of $1 million. Javonte Davis. I had a receipt for that for anybody who want to argue that. Anybody want to argue that? This boy right here getting a guaranteed purse of $1 million. Now, is he making more money on the back end with his pay-per-view? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I'm not knocking Tank at all. I'm just saying. They saying they're taking the Floyd Mayweather route, right? Bruh, listen. Nobody on this roster, 140-something fighters, Robin Easter Jr., all of these guys, right? So let's move on. I think I don't prove my goddamn point about this. We taking the Floyd Mayweather route. No, you're not. Nobody, but listen, because when blue balls try to tell me, yo, man, you see PBC, this how they do it. They already got the blueprint for Floyd Mayweather. Well, if they got the blueprint, how come ain't nobody on this roster? You got 145 fighters. How come no one has replicated the success of Floyd Mayweather? Somebody please explain that to me. No one has been able to replicate forget the success, half of the success. Forget half of the success. No one has been able to replicate 1/3 of the success of Floyd Mayweather. So far, no one. So you let the bag go. You let the bag go. Caleb Eggplant, you let the bag go. You dropped the bag, sir. You dropped the bag. So let's look at your options. Your option number 1, sir, is Caleb Trox. You can do a rematch with Caleb Trox. I'm pretty sure that's pay-per-view. People will pay $80, $90 to see you fight Caleb Trox. Doubt it. You can fight Jalen Love. Where Jalen Love at? Jalen Love, where you at, baby boy? There you go right there. He can fight Jalen Love right here. Who gonna pay to see him pay-per-view fight Jalen Love? Nobody. He can fight Andre Darrell. Where Andre Darrell at? Andre Darrell, where you at, baby boy? Where you at? Andre Darrell, where you at, playboy? Playboy, what yeah? Here you go right here. Here you go. He can fight Andre Durrell, 37 years old, from Lake Worth, Florida. Right here in the Gunshine State where I'm from. Who gonna pay pay-per-view to see Caleb Eggplant fight Andre Durrell? Nobody. And he got to fight July 21st against a dude named Christopher Booker. Never heard of him. Now, who else he can fight? He can fight Anthony Durrell. Who gonna pay Caleb Eggplant big money on pay-per-view to see him fight Anthony Durrell in the 168 division? Nobody. David Benavidez. Now, David Benavidez now, that's a bad boy. That's a bad boy. The only problem is Caleb Eggplant don't want no smoke with this guy, so we got to automatically cross him out the list. And then he has Alfredo Angulo. Alfredo Angulo. He has this guy. 38 years old. Who gonna pay Caleb Eggplant pay-per-view top dollar to see him fight this guy? Nobody. So guess what, PBC? Remember what I told you guys in the beginning of the broadcast. The PBC model is what? To fight in-house fights. So they got 6, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have 6 in-house fighters that they can pair this dude up with. Is it going to pay him $1 million? No. The only one that he could probably make some money with is if he fight David Benavidez. What you say, Blood? Retro Boxing say Benavidez is the only pass he gets from me. Exactly. David Benavidez is that guy. They said, well, King Kong Ortiz is the boogeyman of the heavyweight division. Well, shit, if King Kong Ortiz, quote unquote, is the boogeyman of the heavyweight division, what the hell is goddamn David Benavidez? David Benavidez is the boogeyman of the 168-pound division, especially on the PBC side. You have 2 fighters on the same side of the street, and Caleb Eggplant, sweet hands. Sweet hands is what they call him. They call him sweet hands. Sweet hands, yeah, boy. Sweet hands. He got that check left foot. Sweet hands don't even want to get in the ring. He don't want no smoke with David Benavidez. None. So out of the 6 options he have left, the one that would probably pay him the most money is David Benavidez. It's David Benavidez is the only one that will pay him the most money. Juan Lopez, salute to you, fam. David Benavidez is the one that's going to pay him the most money, and he don't want to fight the guy. So who in the hell going to pay him to fight somebody else? So let's move on, guys. I think I proved my point over here. Let's move on. Let's look at the super middleweight rankings over here. You have Saul Canelo Alvarez. We got Canelo. They call him King Canelo over here. Right, so Canelo in the rankings, right? This is the Ring Magazine super middleweight champion. And as a matter of fact, Caleb Eggplant, you've been in the super middleweight division your entire career, if I'm not mistaken. You was there before Canelo even moved up. You could have went and fought those other guys, Caleb Smith. You could have fought Billy Joe Saunders. You could have collected those other belts if you wanted to. No, you went ahead and got your little IBF, and you sitting on it, babysitting it. And that's fine. That's fine. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But guess what, though? Canelo right here, guys. This is July 20th, 2021. The super middleweight rankings. David Benavidez is number 1. I think he's number 1 with the WBC too. I think this is for the WBC right here. This is for the WBC right here, guys. Yep. I think this is for the WBC. David Benavidez is number 1. If David Benavidez can hold that spot, he might can be the mentor for Canelo Alvarez. But we know the politics in boxing. The only reason you was chosen, Mr. Eggplant, you see him right here, you was chosen by Canelo Alvarez because you got that last infinity stone that he wants. But you don't want that smoke. Canelo don't fought him, beat him, took his belt. Canelo don't fought him, Billy Joe Saunders, beat him, took his belt. These are the guys who stepped up to get career paydays. You, all of a sudden, want to convince the world that Canelo ducking you. For what? You ain't nobody to duck. You ain't fought no goddamn body. We don't look at your resume. Out of all of the champions in the sport of boxing, Caleb Eggplant has the worst resume out of all the champions in the history of the sport of boxing. Now, I know I'm being a little, putting a little oomph on it. I know I'm being kind of sarcastic with it and stuff like that. But the point is, this dude has the weakest resume in boxing right now today. Out of all of the champions. Because they always sit back and they look at the non-PBC fighters' resumes like Anthony Joshua. Oh, he ain't really fought nobody. Crawford ain't fought nobody. He top-ranked Toby. This fight over here ain't fought nobody. They always got some smoke and some shit to say about non-PBC fighters. But when it comes to the PBC fighters and you point out this resume, when you point this resume out, they ain't got nothing to say. Oh, man, shoot, Mike Lee. Well, Mike Lee was a bad boy. He was undefeated. And they said with a straight face, oh man, Vincent Fagan Butts is pound for pound one of the best fighters in boxing. Oh man, Caleb Trucks, man, Caleb Trucks, boy, but he ain't no joke. They say this shit with a straight face. But let's move on. So this WBC right here, super middleweight rankings. Well, this how they all rate right now. This is just the rankings, right? But let's go over here. In the WBO, you got these guys over here in the WBO, right? So maybe Uncle Al may try to get this guy. This guy name is Parker. He's a British fighter. Maybe they'll try to mix it up with him. David Lemieux. Maybe they'll try to mix it up with him. I doubt it. You got Daniel Jacobs over there. Daniel Jacobs, bad boy, 37-3. Maybe they'll try to mix it up, but the PBC don't like to fight. Do not like to fight fighters who are not with the PBC. So the problem is, guess what? Caleb Eggplant, you missed the bag. Here you go right here. IBF super middleweight rankings. Who ranked number one in the IBF super middleweight rankings according to Box.live? Number one, nobody is there. Number two, nobody is there. Number three, nobody is there. Number four, nobody is there. So they got these dudes here. He vacant. No, they got a guy right here. Sorry about that. Some dude named Chef Dinko. Yeah, Chef Dinko. They don't even got a picture of this dude. They don't even have a picture of this guy. So this guy is ranked number 3 in the IBF. I don't think he's a PBC fighter as well. And then you have this other guy right here. I can't even pronounce his name. He's there at number 4. So there's nobody for number 1. There's nobody for number 2. Now you have Uzkataki. This is the guy who Caleb Eggplant beat in order to get the IBF. And then you have David Benavidez. He's number 5 in the IBF rankings. So guess what? He ain't got nobody number 1, nobody number 2. He has a number 3. They ain't got a picture of him. He has a number 4. They ain't got a picture of him. So that tells you right there. They ain't even got a picture of these dudes right here. So guess what he's going to have to do? He's going to go back to the trailer park, and they're going to have to find him another Uber driver to fight on the PBC. Dude, the last fight was $750,000. You are a 6-figure fighter in the sport of boxing, and you are a champion. 6-figure fighter in the sport of boxing, you are a champion, and you can't make nothing but $750,000. And then you had the nerve to say in your Twitter post yesterday, yeah, see, I don't want to make no more. I don't want to make no more than what I'm worth, but I also don't want to make a penny less. I know my value. I know my worth. Apparently, Al Haymon know your value and worth too. Because guess what? He only paying your ass $750,000 a fight. What in the hell are you talking about? You ain't making, Al Haymon ain't even paying you over there, fool. You ain't making no bread like that over there. $750,000 fighter. $150,000 guaranteed fighter. You ain't making no money over there. Literally. Is that the Floyd Mayweather blueprint? Is that the Floyd Mayweather blueprint? Please, somebody tell me. Maybe, I'm kind of, maybe I'm too slow. Maybe it's just me. Is that the Floyd Mayweather blueprint? Let's go over to the WBA super middleweight rankings. David Morrell, 5-0, right? Benavidez, number 2 in the WBA. What Caleb Eggplant at? Caleb Eggplant, he ain't on. They ain't got him on here. They ain't got Caleb Eggplant on here. Okay, cool, right? So it's a whole bunch. David Lemieux. You got Jacobs. You said, let's keep going though. Let's keep going. This is big upcoming super middleweight fights. Yildirim is going to fight some dude named Cullum. Benavidez is going to fight Uzkataki. Uzkataki is 31-4. This has been Caleb Eggplant's best fight when he fought Uzkataki. That was his best fight. David Benavidez is going to fight this guy next, August 28th. So we're looking for options for Caleb Eggplant. We're looking for options, guys. We're going over here to boxing. Boxing. Let's look at some of these champions over here. Let's look at some of these champions. Heavyweight, lightweight, super middleweight. Canelo Alvarez is the WBC. We know this. We have Canelo Alvarez WBA. We have Canelo Alvarez WBO. IBO, we have Carlos Gongora. And then we have the IBF Caleb Plant. So he's over here. He's seeming it over here. Right? So unless we can find some fighters who are willing to move up from 160 to fight this guy, the pickings look real slim over there at the PBC. How in the hell you allow Canelo Alvarez, a guy who chose you, to walk out that door? You say you're your own boss, so guess what? I'm gonna blame you for why things didn't work out. Because guess what? Them other channels, anytime it's someone who's not a PBC fighter, they blame those fighters. Oh man, it's his fault that things didn't go down. So now we're gonna do a little role reversal. We gonna flip it now. No, it's Caleb Eggplant fault. You say you your own boss? You talking about you big fish over there? Oh, you the great white shark, huh? So Caleb Eggplant is the great white shark over there with the PBC. The great white let Canelo Alvarez, the bag, walk out the door. The great white let the bag walk out the door with this foolishness here. So we see his options. We see his options, guys. This is the PBC roster. You got all these fighters. There's a million of them. Al Haymon has to take care of all of these guys. I don't know how he's doing it, but he's doing it. You have all of these fighters, and out of all of these fighters, this dude will have 6 options at the super middleweight division. And guess what, guys? The only one that will pay him the money, that maybe $1 million, is David Benavidez. He don't want to fight that guy. So guess what? You back down to $750,000. You could have went from $750,000 to $10 million. Now your ass back to that. Ain't nobody gonna pay to see Caleb Eggplant fight Alfredo Angulo pay-per-view. Ain't nobody gonna pay to see him fight Anthony Durrell or Andre Durrell. Ain't nobody gonna pay to see him fight Caleb Trox again. They might pay to see you fight David Benavidez. I pay for that fight. But he don't want to fight him. This dude is trailer park trash. This is the champion of the trailer park. If you are a fan of Caleb Eggplant and I'm hurting your feelings, today I will apologize. I don't mean to hurt your feelings, but I apologize. It's like I don't apologize. This dude ain't fought no goddamn body. And he's talking about Canelo is ducking him. Nigga, please, miss me with that bullshit. Make that make sense to me. Make that make sense to me. Now let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. You want to convince me. Let's go ahead and flip this over. You want to convince me that this guy, Canelo Alvarez, I think he's 31 years old. This guy who's had 59 fights, he won 56 of them, 38 by KO. He's only lost to Floyd Mayweather, and he has 2 draws. You want to convince me that this guy is afraid of you. You want to convince me that this guy who fought Austin Trout is afraid of Color Me Bad. He fought Shane Mosley, but he's afraid of Color Me Bad, Hall of Famer. He fought Josecito Lopez. He fought, I think it's Miguel Cotto's brother. Right? I think it's Miguel Cotto's brother. This guy fought Lara. He fought Miguel Cotto. He fought James Kirkland. He fought Amir Khan. Now, we know Amir Khan was a fish out of water. We already know that. But he fought a champion in Liam Smith. He did that. Took that belt from him. He fought Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Now, we know this guy got a whole bunch of problems. But my point is this here. The names here is bigger than anything Caleb Eggplant fought. But you trying to tell me Canelo Alvarez is scared of this dude. How in the hell? He fought Triple G twice. Fought Rocky Fielding. He fought Daniel Jacobs. He fought Sergey Kovalev, the Crusher. Yeah, he wasn't the same fighter no more, but that's neither here nor there. This guy's better than anybody who's on Caleb Eggplant's resume. He fought Callum Smith. Callum Smith got a better resume than Caleb Eggplant. He got a better resume than Caleb Eggplant. Now, you ain't gonna lie, this was a garbage fight here. All right, I can't give Canelo no credit for this. But let's go up to Billy Joe Saunders. Billy Joe Saunders got a better resume than Caleb Eggplant. This guy right here is afraid of you. This guy right here is ducking you. Somebody please make this make sense to me, guys. Like, guys, listen. Somebody make this make sense to me, because I'm getting frustrated just talking about it. I'm getting frustrated just talking about it. Somebody make this make sense to me. Now, we're gonna have to see what the other side of the story is. We haven't heard from King Canelo. And I'm not saying Canelo's my king. I'm not like these other dudes out here who calling other fighters their king. Your king is here. No, I ain't doing none of that. All I'm saying is this here. We haven't heard anything from Canelo Alvarez. So we are going to have to hear from Canelo before we can come to any conclusions. But the conclusion that I have come to is this. There's no way in the hell that a white boy from the trailer parks of Tennessee is going to tell me that a walking Hall of Famer, Canelo Alvarez, a guy who has a net worth of $140 million, a guy who has fought Hall of Famers, has Hall of Famers that he's fought on his resume. No white boy from Tennessee that's living in a trailer park that's making $750,000 a fight is going to tell me that Canelo Alvarez is ducking him. Blood, you say, I don't know who said Canelo's afraid of playing. Whoever said that smoking dope. Bro, I got the receipts, Blood, I got the receipts. I have the receipts that these alphabet boy channels, they pushing this narrative. I am not making this up. That's the only reason I'm saying it. I can show you some of these headlines. I can show you this stuff that they putting out there. Because, you know, they hate Canelo bad. They hate Canelo bad. So when you say, when you say Caleb Eggplant, let's go ahead and move on up. I got to show you guys this. So when you say Caleb Eggplant, when you say that his bark is bigger than his bite, Plant told ESPN during a phone conversation Tuesday, Canelo was offered the highest guarantee of his career. He was set to make $40 million plus Mexican TV rights and his Hennessy sponsorship. No problem. Let's fight. We gave it to him. Nick, you didn't have no goddamn choice but to give it to him because you in the trailer park. So sit your ass down somewhere. Then they wanted upside. Upside of gate and pay-per-view. No problem. Let's rumble. So this is what he's saying. Let me put this in context. He's saying that Canelo Alvarez bark is bigger than his bite. That means that you were doing all that talking, but when it come down to on the fighting me action, you really scared. You didn't want to fight me. This is what he's saying. No mistake about it, because that's what they're pushing. That's the narrative they're pushing. So he's saying, I agreed to everything. And now the fight is not happening. So what he's saying is, I agreed to everything. I gave him everything he wanted, but yet he still don't want to fight me. This is what he's saying. We do not know what was going on in negotiations. We do not know. Because listen, this is what I get out of this. I know what you're telling me, Caleb Eggplant, but what you're not telling me. What are you not telling me? That's what you got to ask. Damn, this is what Caleb Eggplant is saying, but what is he not saying? That's a valid question. So until we hear from Canelo Alvarez, I ain't going to believe Color Me Bad. Color Me Bad, I don't believe you. I don't believe you, sir. You are a six-figure fighter. Al Haymon is paying you 6 figures because you can't generate 7 figures. Tank Davis at least making $1 million guaranteed, and he making more than that, you know, from his pay-per-view. But Tank Davis is making at least $1 million. At least Floyd and Leonard paying him that. You ain't made $1 million yet. So all this stuff here just capped to me. So now, what options do Caleb Eggplant have, guys? I'm gonna ask y'all, who do you guys want to see Caleb Eggplant fight next? PBC only fight in-house fights. So the in-house fighters that they have, guys, is Jalen Love, Andre Durrell, Anthony Durrell, David Benavidez, Caleb Trox, and Alfredo Angulo. So who do you guys want to see him fight next? Who do you want to see him fight next? Oh, let me dispel this stuff here. Let me dispel this here. Isaiah say, I want to see him fight you. Okay. If I was a professional fighter, I'll fight him. I'm not a professional fighter. So let's see. I tell you what, though, for the guy who said that I want to see him fight you, I tell you what, Isaiah, if he fight me, he'll get his highest payday. You want to know why? Because I will sell that fight. I can sell that fight because the boy has the personality of a piece of wood. He has no character. He has no pizzazz. He has no charisma. He's like a deer in the headlights when he gives interviews. I probably can get the people more interested in hearing me just from talking shit than he can get people to pay to see him fight. So that'll probably be good for him. Shit, you know what? I might be a step up for Caleb Eggplant. So OG say Benavidez if he won't take the Canelo fight. Retro Boxer say Benavidez. Johnny say Benavidez. And Charlo is 165 pounder, 160 pounder. Charlo ain't moving up. And he left out Al Haymon trying to trap him. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of stuff we don't know what's going on. Renee Boxer say I like Plant, but he definitely needs to step up opponents from now on. Exactly. Lady Shan, what you say, sis? I don't want to see him fight anyone next. I don't find him a great boxer like that. He's average. He is average. Shan, you're right. He is average. Caleb Eggplant is an average fighter. Period. He said, you say eggplant like it's a bad thing. Eggplant is good for you. Yes, you don't understand what I'm saying, though. I'm saying the eggplant is good for you in the context of eating in your health. But from a boxer, eggplant is something very soft. That's what I mean by that. Caleb Eggplant. David. So Javier, you said you want to see him fight David. Let's see. Did Charlo tell Al not to make Canelo fight so Charlo can move up and take Plant's belt? You know what? I don't even know. Because Charlo said that he'll fight Canelo if Canelo is willing to come down to fight him. The 160. Jamal Charlo. Woo, you ain't in no position to dictate that. But I ain't going to talk about Jamal Charlo right now. But you ain't in no position to tell the cash cow to come down to you. You're not in a position to do that, sir. You see what I'm saying? Lady Shan say no one. He needs to fight Dimitri Bivol. Bivol is at 175. Bivol's at 175. So now, check this out. My name is Jeff. You talk about Canelo haters, love Canelo, but you're randomly bringing up Wilder. Noble is talking about Wilder. You secretly love the man since she stays on your mind. Guess what, sir? Oh. We're talking about Caleb Eggplant. This guy right here. He seems like he is a Canelo Alvarez hater. This guy right here, what you mean, systematic 1X, you seem like you are a PBC ass kisser. I didn't really say nothing about Wilder, and definitely in a negative context, but you seem to be very sensitive about what I'm saying today. Sir, this might not be the channel for you. Since you wanted my attention, you got it. Sir, you seem to be very sensitive today. If you are a PBC ass kisser, you might need to go to another channel, sir. This is my first time and last time addressing you. Holla at you. And guess what? If you want to leave, leave. And you can block yourself if you want to. We don't give a damn about you. We don't care nothing about you. But I appreciate the watch time hours. Anyways, back to what I was saying, guys. Now, what else we got? We got Benavidez. We got Benavidez. We got Benavidez. We got Benavidez. Yeah. Yeah. Hector Garcia, what's up, fam? What's up, fam? What's up with you? Lisa Bells, what's up, sis? Yeah. PBC ass kissers. Yeah, we ain't doing none of that over here, man. We ain't doing none of that over here. I ain't said nothing about Wilder. This guy come over here, bring Wilder up. The guy come over here, bring Wilder up. Then listen, I get it. You guys are some damn beta males. I'm not talking about nobody in the chat. I'm talking about these beta male ass PBC ass kissers. These dudes are so sensitive. These dudes are so sensitive. You see what I'm saying? But yet he want to bring his ragged ass over here. But anyway, let's get back to this. So this is what I had a problem with. Stay in your lane. Now understand the pecking order. So when you tell me, yeah, man, see what's going on with the PBC, the fighters over there, they love Al Haymon so much, they following the Floyd Mayweather blueprint. Oh, they are. They following the Floyd Mayweather blueprint, huh? So explain to me, guys, who do you see out of the Call Al, Big Fit, who out of all of those guys, who do you see following the Floyd Mayweather blueprint over there, guys? Please, who has forget half the success? Who has a third of the success on the PBC roster that Floyd Mayweather had? Please, Who's making the money? Who's making a third of the money that Floyd Mayweather is made when he was over there working with Al Haymon? Floyd Mayweather is the PBC. This is what these guys fail to realize. Floyd Mayweather is and was the PBC. And once Floyd Mayweather retired, you're not going to see anyone over there that can match what Floyd Mayweather has done. That was lightning in a bottle. You know how I know? You know how I know? Because guess what? Ain't none of these dudes on this roster that I'm looking at has the charisma, has the business savvy of a Floyd Mayweather. None of these guys is even an attraction. Oh, we got Danny Garcia over there, Gamboa, Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman ain't fought in 2 years. Sean Porter got a lot of fans out there. I want to see how many gonna bet on him when him and Crawford fight. You got, and then let's see, who else you got? That biggest star on the welterweight division is Errol Spence, and that biggest star in the heavyweight division is Deontay Wilder. That's it. That's it. Tell me what blueprint they following over there at the PBC. What blueprint? Poor Gary Russell Jr. This dude can't even get a fight. He can't even get a fight with fighters that's signed to the PBC. So Caleb Eggplant, sir. Caleb Eggplant. Your options are Caleb Trox, part 2. The rematch. Caleb Trox, Jalen Love, Andre Durrell, Anthony Durrell, Alfredo Angulo, and David Benavidez. Out of all of those guys, sir, who gonna pay you? Who you gonna make the most money off of? You let King Canelo get away, went on ESPN, tried to defecate on his name, and now you right back in that same trailer park in Tennessee that your ass was in. You had an opportunity of a lifetime, and then you want to try to put a narrative out there, and you got all your Alphabet Boy channels and the PBC ass kissers. Because they get so sensitive when you say anything about the PBC. They get so sensitive if you criticize Al Haymon. So these guys can talk trash about any channel, talk trash about any fighter, talk trash about any fan base, but as soon as you say one thing about them, they want to get up in arms. This is why I do not like these Alphabet Boy channel supporters. Don't like them. They're a bunch of beta males. They're a small minority. It ain't a bunch of them. It's just a handful of them. But they are a small minority. These are the same guys who go around the YouTube streets threatening people, calling people coons, Uncle Tom, sellouts, Sambos, just all this other stuff. And they so damn sensitive. Guess what? I enjoy pissing them off. There's nothing that delights me more than pissing off the Alphabet Boy channel supporters. There's nothing that delights me more than pissing off the PBC ass-kissing supporters. There's nothing that delights me more than pissing off the Kiss Al Haymon's ass supporters. There's nothing that delights me more. I get a kick out of this. And guess what? 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, New Media Today USA Boxing from 3 o'clock to 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. Let them keep coming back. Let them keep coming back. I love you, trolls. I love you. I really do. I really do. I love you, trolls. You trolls are the biggest supporters. Love them. Now, let's get back to Caleb Eggplant. So we see his options, guys. Now, let's move on. Where we going at? Coach, where we going at? Where we going at? Okay, look. Canelo Alvarez, let's see what Canelo Alvarez options are. Canelo Alvarez, let's look at champions. Let's look at the champ. Let's look at the light heavyweight division. Let's look at the light heavyweight division, guys. Let's look at the light heavyweight division. Canelo Alvarez, rumor has it that, hey, if the Caleb Eggplant, this boy right here, Color Me Bad, if Color Me Bad don't work out, then the hell with it. We're going to move up the light heavyweight. Dimitri Bivol is who's Canelo Alvarez is rumored to fight next. This guy's the champion. Now, this guy ain't nothing to play with. This is a harder, tougher fight. Dimitri Bivol is a way harder, tougher fight than Caleb Eggplant. So Canelo has options. He can move up and fight Dimitri Bivol, or he can fight Arthur Beterbiev. These two dudes here are monsters to me. To me, both of these guys are a tougher fight than Caleb Eggplant. I tell you what, Dimitri Bivol take that money. I bet you Dimitri Bivol will take $8 million. I bet you Dimitri Bivol will take $9 million in a heartbeat. I bet you Arthur Beterbiev will take that money. These dudes are some goddamn monsters. Now, I give you that. Canelo versus Yildirim. hey, Ali. Canelo versus Yildirim was a joke. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't. Hey, I'm a 38 hot boy. I said, who the hell Canelo fight? He fighting this goddamn taxi cab driver. But that's neither here nor there, guys. Listen, Canelo got options. So look at Canelo options. Canelo got Arthur Beterbiev, he can move up and fight. He got Dimitri Bivol, he can move up and fight. These are tougher fights. Hell, Joe Smith is a tougher fight than Caleb Eggplant. And he's gonna make big money fighting any one of these guys. So look at Canelo's options. Look at Canelo's options, and let's look at Caleb Eggplant's options. Caleb Eggplant's options is who? Anthony Durrell, Andre Durrell, Alfredo Angulo, Caleb Trox, and Jellion Love. We ain't gonna say David Benavidez because he ain't gonna fight the dude. The man been running from David Benavidez since 1979, and he wasn't even born in 1979. So we ain't gotta worry about that. We ain't gotta worry about that. You see what I'm saying? So Canelo has options. Canelo options is this. Canelo, hold on. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know why I went to Canelo. Canelo options is what? He got champions over here. Let's see. Who else we got? That's David Benavidez. This is on super middleweight. Let's go to light heavy. So at light heavyweight, Canelo can fight Arthur Beterbiev. He can fight Dimitri Bivol. I don't know if he'll fight Pascal. He's kind of like past his prime. So he can fight Joe Smith, Arthur Beterbiev, or Bivol. Any one of these guys gonna take $8, $9, $10 million. You had the bag. You let the bag go. Caleb Eggplant. You let the bag go. And I feel bad for you, sir. You know why I feel bad for you? Because you've been trying to get out of that double wide trailer for a long time. Al Haymon, sir, with all due respect, sir, I have a request for Al Haymon. Please give Caleb Eggplant a raise. He deserves to make more money than that. So Caleb Eggplant, when you sit here and tell me in this article that, hold on, let's do this. Where it's at, guys? Hold on, where it's at? Let me do this. When you tell me in this article that you want to get paid, you're not trying to get paid more than what you're worth, but you're not trying to get paid a dime less than what you're worth. Guess what? The most you ever made, you know what you're worth? You are worth a $750,000. You are a $750,000 fighter. That's what you are. That's what you are, sir. You want to know how I know? This is how I know. Let's go here. Because, these fools, because they slow now. They slow. They slow. They slow now. So we gotta break it down right here. Let's find this dude net worth. Let's find his net worth one more time, guys. Let's find it. No. As a matter of fact, let's find out what he got paid. We got to do this because some of these dudes are slow. They rode the short yellow bus with the dark tinted windows. You know what I mean? Let's see. Here we go. Oh, I got them all right here. Hold on, guys. Hold on. This might be it. Open that up. That might be it. Let me see if that's it. Caleb Eggplant. No, that ain't it. That ain't the one I'm looking for. Let's go back over here. Here you go. So when y'all tell me that this guy's supposed to be what he supposed to be white chocolate. He's supposed to be that guy. That man. He's supposed to be the one that Caleb Plant's supposed to be the one. You see what I'm saying? So here you go right here, guys. Let's go ahead and do this. This guy right here. $750,000. According to Dan Raphael, Plant made $750,000 purse, while Trox earned $150,000. For Plant, it's the exact same amount he made to fight Lee in July 2019. Sir, you are a $750,000 fighter. So when you tell me that you don't want to make more, when you tell me that you don't want to make a dime less than what you're worth, this is what you're worth, sir. You are worth $750,000. You are worth $750,000. Is this following the Floyd Mayweather blueprint? Somebody tell me something. Somebody please tell me. Shout out to BG for dropping that quarter of a dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
BG say just stopping by real quick to say what's up, coach. Busy day on the road today. Yes, sir. Handle your business, BG. Shout out to BG. So you trying to tell me, so when you tell me, sir, you don't want to get paid. Hold on, guys. Let me find that. Let me find that. Because I don't want y'all thinking I'm just talking. I don't want y'all thinking I'm just talking. As a matter of fact, I don't want y'all thinking I'm just talking. I don't want y'all thinking I'm just talking. Let me find that. I think that was Mike Carpenter. That could have been Mike Carpenter, guys. That could have been Mike Carpenter. No, this ain't it. This ain't it. But listen, I got it right. He on Twitter, I think this was like a couple weeks ago. Last month. Sweet Hands said that he don't want to make less. He don't want to make less than what he's worth. Dude, listen. Listen, guys, listen. He said he don't want to make less than what he's worth. Dude, you literally was going to make more than what you're worth. You are worth $750,000. Al Haymon pays this guy $750,000 his last two fights. You are worth $750,000. You was gonna make more money fighting Canelo. So anything above $750,000 is a pay raise for you, sir. Anything above $750,000 is a pay raise for Caleb Eggplant. So when you say, I don't want to make less than what I'm worth. Hell, if Canelo gave this guy $850,000, that's more than what you're worth. Do you guys get what I'm saying? If Canelo Alvarez gave this guy $1 million, that's more than what you're worth. You made more than what you're worth. You worth $750,000. You want to know how I know? Al Haymon thinks so. This is what he's paying you, sir. This is what he's paying you. I didn't know Caleb Eggplant had fans. You notice fans coming out of the woodwork for these guys in order to fit a certain narrative. I don't want to, man, hold on, guys. This is really bothering me. This is bothering me. Hold on, guys. This is bothering me. Let me do this. Let me do this, guys. This is really bothering me. This is bothering me. Let me find this, guys. This is bothering me, guys. Let me find this. Let me find this. Let's see. Okay, we got Eddie Hearn right here. That ain't gonna work. Hold on. Here you go. Yep. Here you go. Yep. Here you go. Yep. Here you go. Yeah. I found it. Yes, I did, guys. I found it. Yeah, we found that. Yeah, we're going to do that there. We are going to do that there. Let me go ahead and close some of these windows. I got a whole bunch of them open. If you are a Caleb Eggplant ass kisser and you feel like that Caleb Eggplant deserves to get $10 million plus for fighting Canelo Alvarez, you are sadly mistaken. Your boy is a $750,000 fighter. Your boy, Al Haymon, pays this dude $750,000. He is a six-figure fighter. Quote unquote, he's supposed to be the one. But guess what, guys? Let's go ahead. What do I have here? I brought this article up yesterday. I'm trying to show you something. All you pro PBC, call Al, Big Fit. All you guys gonna have to tell me something again like I asked you yesterday. This guy is a $750,000 fighter. Period. He's not $751,000 fighter. He's not a $752,000 fighter. He's not a $753,000 fighter. He is a $750,000 fighter. This guy. Now let's see what this fool said. Caleb Plant explains why he deserves 10 million plus to fight Canelo. So, sir, explain this shit to me. How you gonna justify jumping from 750,000 to 10 million plus? Please, somebody make this make sense to me. I know I only got a GED. I get that. I know I only got a GED, but someone make this make sense to me. Make this make sense to me, man. So you go from 750 to saying you deserve 10 million plus. But guess what? Apparently Al Haymon didn't get the memo. Al Haymon didn't get the memo because Al Haymon only paying your ass $750,000. But let's move on. This is by Dan Ambrose. IBL Super Middleweight Champion Caleb Eggplant maintains. So they are quoting what Caleb Eggplant said. He says he maintains that he deserves to get a bigger purse than the recent past Canelo Alvarez opponents in Billy Joe Saunders and Callum Smith. Stop right there. Oh my God. Okay, stop right there, guys. Stop. Matter of fact, let me get some water on this. I need some water on this one. This dude says,
I see what I'm saying.
I thought.
No, so, you know what I'm saying? That you done fucked up now. You know that, don't you?
yeah.
You washed up. I'm the best
Yeah. Yeah, you don't fucked up.
to this day.
You don't messed up.
To this day.
You don't messed up.
To this day.
Yes, you did, sir. You don't messed up. So this dude say he deserves to get paid more than what Billy Joe Saunders and Callum Smith got paid. The only problem with that is Billy Joe Saunders and Callum Smith have a better resume than you. They have a better resume than you, sir. No matter how small or slight it may be, they have a better resume than you. But let's move on. Although Plant may not want to admit it, many people view him as Saunders 2.0 because of his lackluster technical fighting style, lack of power, and weak resume. Now, you heard me say that this guy has the weakest resume in the sport of boxing today out of all of the champions. That's from flyweight to super heavyweight and to every goddamn thing in between. This is what I say. This dude got a weak-ass resume. So when you tell me Canelo's ducking this guy, that's a lie. So here you go. Does Caleb Plant deserve $10 million to fight Canelo? That's the question. That's the question. Does Caleb Eggplant deserve $10 million to face Canelo Alvarez? You know what? You want to know why I'm asking this? This guy's on, his biggest purse has been $750,000. His biggest purse has been $750,000. So tell me, how do you get 10 million from this number? Oh, let's see what he has to say. Unfortunately, there would be problems with the negotiations if Plant, 21-0, 12 knockouts, and his management team at the PBC started insisting on 10 million plus that he mentioned recently about wanting to fight Canelo. So let me get this straight. The guy who wrote this article, his name is Dan Ambrose. Now, I don't know who Dan Ambrose is. Don't know the guy. Do not know who Dan Ambrose is. But he's making sense. He says, does Plant deserve 10 million plus to fight Canelo Alvarez? And the crazy part about it, they say Canelo was willing to pay it to him. They say Canelo was willing to pay it to him. So Canelo was willing to pay you more than 10 times what you've ever been paid in your life. Because 750 times 10 is 7.5 million. So you was going to get paid more than 10 times what you've ever earned for a fight. But this guy is making sense. He says, unfortunately, there would be problems with the negotiations if Plant and his management team, meaning Carl Al, if Plant and Al Haymon started insisting, not asking, not, you know, hey man, Canelo man, can we not negotiate, but insisting. We insist that Caleb Eggplant get 10 million plus to fight Canelo. So that's strike number one. Dude, you have a weaker resume than Billy Joe Saunders and Callum Smith. That's one. And two, the most money you've ever made for a fight is $750,000. So you can't justify nothing. So for all you Alphabet Boy channels, explain this to me, please. For all you PBC ass kissers, explain this to me. Why is Al Haymon only paying this guy $750,000? But yet, this the same guy that say he want 10 million plus. He want to make more money than what Billy Joe Saunders and Callum Smith made to fight Canelo. Where? How you justifying this, sir? $750,000 man? Let's go down. If Canelo is going to pay Plant 10 million, he would essentially be buying his belt from him because he may not be worth anywhere near that number. What this? Oh my God. Oh my God, let's get this guy a round of applause. Let's give this guy a round of applause. He say if Canelo is even going to consider to pay Plant $10 million, and rumor has it, he was going to pay the dude $10 million. He said that Canelo would essentially be buying Caleb Eggplant's belt from him because he may not be worth anywhere near that number. Hell no, he ain't worth that number. Al Haymon know that. Al Haymon paid this dude $750,000. Hell no, he not worth that number. Everybody in the world know that outside of the PBC ass kissers. So he says the question is, does Canelo want Eggplant's IBF belt that bad enough to overpay him by giving him $10 million? It says 10 million plus. Or should he have just make a more reasonable offer at $5 million, take it or leave it? Sir, you are a $750,000 fighter. If Canelo decided to give you $7 million, you're supposed to take it and run because it's an upgrade from what Al Haymon is paying you. Al Haymon can't afford to pay you, sir. If he could afford to pay you, you would be making more than this. You are not even demand like that, sir. It's the sport of boxing is called supply and demand. If you have a big name and you are a draw, when people when you get ready to have a fight, people will be willing to pay you to see you fight. You are a six-figure fighter. You don't demand shit from Canelo Alvarez. So when you sit back and try to tell me, yeah, man, I question whether legacy or money is the real motive. Wait a minute. Where's the legacy with you? From your resume, sir. From your resume. Do I see any legacy fights here? Let's look at what this fool said. He says, I question whether legacy or money is their real motive. Meaning is Canelo Alvarez's real motive. We've been waiting for him to get done with his wedding, shooting his TV show, his golf tournament, and now we try to give him everything he wants. Fool! Fool! You ain't got no damn choice, $750,000 fighter. You don't have a goddamn choice. So tell me, based on this resume, what legacy fights does this dude have? Is faking butts a legacy fight for you? What about Caleb Truax? Is that a legacy fight for you? You ain't fought no other champions in your division. You have not fought no other champions in your division. Canelo Alvarez had to come to the super middleweight division and take on the other champions to get their belts because you wouldn't even fight him. You didn't want to fight Callum Smith. You didn't want to fight Billy Joe Saunders. Canelo had to move up and wait to fight these guys, take their straps. And now he's trying to fight you, and you act like you big fish. You've been hanging around Errol Spence too goddamn much. That's your problem. You've been hanging around Errol Spence too much. That's your problem. He said that number might be too high. I mean, when you look at it, look at what Plant brings to the table. He might actually be a downgrade from Canelo's last opponent in Billy Joe Saunders rather than an upgrade. Let me read that again. It say $5 million, that number might be too high for Caleb Eggplant. This guy says, I mean, when you look at what Plant brings to the table, what does Plant bring to the table? Nothing. Caleb Plant brings the trailer park. Caleb Plant brings his Color Me Bad lookalike. He fake Justin Timberlake. What does Caleb Eggplant bring to the table, guys? Nothing. Nada. Zero. Nobody knows who this guy is. Nobody. What is he bringing to the table? Nothing. So this guy is right. Let's give him a round of applause. says when you look at it, Caleb Eggplant brings nothing to the table. He might actually be a downgrade from Billy Joe Saunders. Remember what I said a while ago? I said Caleb Eggplant is nothing but the American version of Billy Joe Saunders. That's what he is. And this guy said he might be a downgrade. He might be a downgrade. So this fool saying that he deserved more money than what Billy Joe Saunders got paid. Billy Joe got paid $8 million to fight Canelo Alvarez. This fool is saying he deserved more money than Billy Joe Saunders. Look how he justifies it, guys. All you people from America, look how this guy justifies it. Plant says why he deserved $10 million plus for Canelo Alvarez. He says I have a much bigger fan base in the United States. I can't make this up, guys. I swear I can't make this up. This dude said he has a much bigger fan base. Who in the hell is fans of Caleb Eggplant outside of Toon and the Alphabet Boys? Outside of my homeboy Toon and the Alphabet Boys, who is a fan of this guy? Ain't nobody talking about you on the streets. Ain't nobody talking about, ooh, I can't wait to see Caleb Plant fight again. Oh, man, bro, did you see Caleb Eggplant? Who he fixing to fight next? Ain't nobody talking about you, Caleb Eggplant. You got a bigger fan base in the United States. Now, you do have a bigger fan base in the United States over a Billy Joe Saunders, over a Caleb Smith, because they are from the UK. They fight in the UK. So in comparison to that, and that's the context I think that you're putting it in, yes, you do. But as it relates to you got fans in the US, nigga, please. Don't nobody know you. You can walk through the mall and won't nobody even ask you for an autograph. That's how unknown you is. Man, cut it out. So this dude talking about, I do much more viewership than any of his opponents. In America, you do. And Caleb Plant, to Fight Hype, I guess he told, this is what he said on the Fight Hype. He said, asked if he deserved a bigger purse. When asked if he deserved a bigger purse more than Billy Joe Saunders and Caleb Smith got paid, he said yes. Look what this dude said. Man, this dude smoking crack. I'm telling you, he been hanging around Errol Smith too long. He really think he big fish. Errol Smith is a bigger fish than this guy. But this dude has really, bro, I don't know what's wrong with these PBC guys. This guy said, my last fight against Caleb Trox did 2 million views against somebody who, if I had a real name in there with me, the numbers would be outrageous. So he's admitting that he fought a nobody. He said that Caleb Trox was a nobody, and it did 2 million. Sir, what are your pay-per-view numbers, sir? You fought on free TV, Fox. Listen, Fox could have had, they didn't have to have no fight on that channel that day. Because I was in the pool hall watching this fight. Didn't even know it was on TV. I just so happened to look up, damn, they got it on boxing. Who this is? Caleb versus Caleb? Oh, okay. Oh, okay, this Caleb Trout. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, this is dude Sweet Hands. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, wasn't nobody really paying that no attention. They could have had a leapfrog contest on that program that day. It would have did 2 million. They could have had a marble shooting marbles contest. It would have did 2 million that day. Hell, they could have had me on Fox debating with an Alphabet Boy channel, and it would have did 2 million pay-per-view buys that day. So stop making it seem like, oh, you because you was on Fox, 2 million people tuned in to see you. Man, sit your ass down somewhere. He said, I got the highest watch FS1 show of all time with almost 1 million views. My viewership is up there. I got a good team around me, Al Haymon. And he said they're going to sit down real soon and we're going to try and get it worked out. Well, as we know, the deal is dead. So apparently your good team couldn't get it worked out. Your good team couldn't get it worked out. My viewership is up there. Well, if you got so many goddamn views, why you ain't fighting on pay-per-view? Why are you not fighting on pay-per-view, sir? If you got so many views, if you got millions of people watching you, explain to me why you only making $750,000. This fight right here, when you fought Caleb Trox, you made $750,000. Now, guys, explain this to me. Explain this to me, guys. Please explain this to me. Make this make sense to me. This guy is saying he got millions of people tuning in to watch him on FS1. And this is how he deserved more than $10 million to fight Canelo Alvarez. But in this same fight, Al Haymon only paid this guy $750,000. Why Al Haymon not saying, man, you know what, man? You know, you got millions of people watching you, Caleb Eggplant. We gonna give you a pay raise because everybody coming out to watch you. Man, cut it out. Cut it out. Oh, here you go. Hey, hey, Sneezy, what you say? What you say, Sneezy? He say, but coach, didn't you know he's getting millions on the back end? Man, they always say that shit. Yeah, he getting millions on the back end. Boy, hush. Boy, hush. Sneezy Foster. Man, give my boy Sneezy Foster a round of applause. Bro, make this make sense to me. Please make this make sense to me. Somebody, I ain't the smartest guy in the world. Please make this make sense to me. This dude is saying he deserves to get paid $10 million plus, meaning more than $10 million to fight Canelo Alvarez because he's saying he's doing all these millions of numbers. Well, if you was really doing all these millions of numbers and got all these millions of fans watching you, why are you only making $750,000? So that means Al Haymon is underpaying you. That means Al Haymon is underpaying this dude. So check this out, guys. Check this out. Now, if he's doing all of these crazy numbers, like he's some kind of big dog, why is Al Haymon only paying this guy $750,000, guys? Please, I'll wait. Somebody tell me something. If he doing all these numbers, I got millions watching me. Boy, hush. Listen. I got a rabbit named Hippity Hoppity. This is true. I got a rabbit named Hippity Hoppity. I can be on FX1 right now, rubbing my rabbit, petting my rabbit Hippity on top of his head, and I would have 2 million. I would have 2 million people watching me do that. This guy making it seem like, yeah, dog, when I come out, I bring out the fans. Dude, these people that sitting there watching the program any damn ways. Oh, they got a fight on there. Okay, let's see what's going on. If you got all these fans, I got millions and 2 million people watching you on free TV. Guess what? Why you ain't doing pay-per-view numbers then? I'll wait. Why he not doing pay-per-view numbers? I'm just saying, like, make that make sense to me. Now let's move on. This dude said, I got a great team around me. The same team who dropped the ball, and now your ass gonna continue to make $750,000. The same team that now you're not gonna get the $10 million that you wanted to get paid fighting Canelo. That team. Oh, that team right there. That's the team you're talking about. He said the viewership, what I get paid, nothing. So he said the viewership, what I get paid, nothing. We got a real team. We got a great team around me, and we're going to do whatever we can to make that happen. He's talking about the Canelo fight. He says, I don't know. He said, I don't know that you can make an argument that Plant deserves a bigger purse for a fight with Canelo than Saunders or Callum. You can't. You can't make that. Plant equals lateral move from Saunders. So let's go down some more. This guy says, listen, I just said it. This guy said what I said. Check this out, guys. Plant, listen, it seems to me that Plant is a lateral move from a fight with Saunders, bringing almost nothing to the table besides the IBF title. Caleb Eggplant, sir, Mr. $750,000 man, right here. This guy, let's get this guy a round of applause. I couldn't have said it better myself. This guy says, I do not know. This guy says, it seems to me that Caleb Plant is a lateral move from the fight with Billy Joe Saunders. Remember, I said months ago, I said that Caleb Plant is nothing but the American version of Billy Joe Saunders. That's it. This guy says Caleb Plant brings nothing to the table but the IBF title. So this guy, who Al Haymon is only paying him big fish numbers, look at his big fish numbers, $750,000. He's only getting paid $750,000. This guy is telling me that he deserves $10 million plus to fight Canelo Alvarez. So basically, he's selling the belt for $10 million because he know he's gonna get his ass whooped. He know that them body shots is gonna break him off. He know that that eye socket, that orbital bone is gonna get broken. So he's saying, man, if I'm getting that, get my ass whooped, I need at least 10 mil. And I don't blame him. Caleb Plant is not wrong for trying to get the most money he can get, guys. I'm not saying he's wrong for that. What I'm saying is, don't tell me you deserve that. Because if you deserve more money, Al Haymon would have paid it to you right here. Al Haymon would have paid it to him, guys. If he deserved more money, why he only making $750,000 goddamn dollars? Apparently, Al Haymon didn't get the memo. Al Haymon didn't get the memo that you big fish, cap, call out. Al Haymon didn't get the memo. Hell you talking about? You deserve 10 million plus to fight Canelo. Nigga, please. Man, miss me with that bullshit. Let's move on, man. He says Plant's dry personality will make it difficult to attract interest from boxing fans in a fight between him and Canelo. Wait a minute. Wait one goddamn minute. Wait one goddamn minute. Wait one goddamn minute. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Oh. So for all you Color Me Bad fans out there, for all you Robin Thicke fans out there, for all you Alphabet Boy Channel fans out there, explain this shit to me. Oh, we finna go in now. Oh, we finna go in. I am not playing with this dude. I am not playing with this dude. I'm not. We're not finna play these crackhead games today. Not today. We are not playing these crackhead games today with Color Me Bad. So all you PBC ass kissers out there, dude, make this make sense to me. Make this make sense to me. Because this guy is talking about he's doing all these numbers on Fox. He's saying that he got the highest viewership and all this stuff there, right? He has the highest viewership and all this stuff there. And he got all these fans watching him on Fox. This ain't adding up to me, though. This is not adding up to me. I'm finna tell you where I'm going at with this. I'm gonna tell you where I'm going at with this. Check this out. Let's go back to Sharon again. Shout out to Puro Sur Central for dropping that quarter of a dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, peace, coach, and chat. If the fight doesn't happen September the 18th, that tells me all I need to know about Plant. Peace. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, check this out, though. Check this out. We got Color Me Bad. We got Robin Thicke. We got Justin Timberfake. We got the fake-ass Vanilla Ice in the scope. Explain this to me, guys. This guy, this is a direct contradiction. $750,000 fighter. Follow me, guys. $750,000 fighter, right? This guy is saying that my last fight against Caleb Trump did 2 million views against somebody. If I had a real name in there with me, the numbers would be outrageous. He says I got the highest watched FS1 show of all time with almost 1 million views. My viewership is up there. I got a good team around me, Al Haymon, and they're going to sit down real soon, and we're going to try and get this worked out. Now, this some bullshit. I'm gonna tell you why this some bullshit. Because this guy right here who wrote the article said that it seems to me that Plant is a lateral move from a fight with Billy Joe Saunders, bringing almost nothing to the table besides the IBF title. But according to Plant, he got millions of fans watching him. He got millions. So wait a minute. Plant is saying that he's bringing his millions of fans who watch him on Fox to the table. This is what he's saying. This is what he's saying. But right here, this guy is saying Plant's dry personality will make it difficult to attract interest from boxing fans from around the world or in the US or in the USA in a fight between him and Canelo. So how in the hell is his personality will make it difficult for him to attract interest from boxing fans in one breath, but this fool is going to tell me that he got millions watching him on another breath? Somebody lying, sir. Somebody is lying. And guess what? It's not the guy who wrote the article. The guy who wrote the article is spot on. This dude can't draw flies to shit. So you can't tell me nothing about Caleb Eggplant. I don't want to hear that. Oh, you got a good team around you. Or that same team that you that talk you out of taking that same team that you missed out on $10 million. You talking about your viewership. Your viewership. Boy, sit down some goddamn well. Sit down some goddamn well. And guess what? Guess what? Hold on, we ain't finished. We ain't finished. Here you go right here. He says, during Plant's interviews, he looks nervous, defensive, and his eyes are shooting around in all directions. This is how he looks when he does an interview. Caleb Plant. He doesn't look confident and often looks half asleep. This is the guy, Caleb Eggplant, the guy who looks nervous in interviews, the guy who looks defensive in interviews, the guy whose eyes is shooting all around in every direction anytime somebody puts a camera in his face. He doesn't look confident and he looks half asleep. This is the guy that you're trying to tell me is ducking Canelo Alvarez. This is the guy that you're trying to tell me that deserves $10 million plus dollars to fight Canelo Alvarez. This is the guy, $750,000 fighter, is trying to tell me, goddamn it, that he got millions of fans around America that watch him fight. Boy, hush. Boy, hush. This is the guy. And check this out. He says he want an 8-week camp. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We finna get ready to wrap this up. This guy says that we're taking our time. We didn't take the fight the first time. He's talking about when he didn't take this fight the first time, right? And then he said that, then he said something. I thought this was the article, but this is the one that I was exactly looking for, but this will work. But then he said something of the sort of, you know, that I don't want to get paid more than what I'm worth. You're worth $750,000, but I don't want to get paid one penny less. Well, guess what? Stepping in the ring with Canelo, you're going to make more than what you're worth in the goddamn ways. Because according to Al Haymon, your ass worth $750,000. According to Al Haymon, you're worth $750,000. So what you're going to have to explain to me, sir, is this. How come this guy is saying that in the article, and I totally agree with it, that you have a dry-ass personality. I saw you had about 5 or 6 interviews. He's right. You look all around. You don't look confident. You look very defensive. Your eyes is one looking every which way. You're looking every which way when somebody interviewing you. He like this. Yeah, we'll see what it is. See what it is. See what had happened was, sir, why are you nervous? I don't want you to ask me about my resume because I really ain't fought nobody. And you know, I'm still living in that trailer park in Tennessee. But don't ask me no tough questions now. Don't ask me no tough questions. Because I'll be real good from now on, but don't ask me no tough questions. This is what you want to convince me of. No, I ain't going for that. I can't go for that. No. We're not going to play these crackhead games today. So this guy is trying to tell me that he got millions. I did 2 million views against somebody who, if had a real name in there with me, the numbers will be outrageous. So this is what you're saying that you're bringing to the table to justify you want to get paid 10 million plus. The bag is gone. The ship has sailed. The Canelo ship has sailed. You missed out. Your ass still standing in that trailer. Right? You got a beautiful wife, though. I ain't gonna lie, you got a beautiful wife. Yeah, but your ass still standing in that trailer. And your options is Caleb Trox, the remix, Jalen Love, Andre Durrell, and Anthony Durrell. Shout out to them brothers. David Benavidez, the boogeyman of the super middleweight division. And we got Alfredo Angulo. These are your options, sir. These are your options. Now, if you making money like that, if you feel like you got all these fans like that, then guess what? When you fight any one of these guys, these 2 million people, Al Haymon, do me a favor, Al Haymon. Sir, you put this boy Caleb Eggplant fight on pay-per-view, and let's see how many numbers he do. Because he say he got 2 million to come see him fight, right? 2 million on Fox. Let's see how many pay-per-views this boy do. Let's see how many pay-per-views. Let's see how popular this dude is. It'll be a success. I'm going to tell you why it's going to be a success. Because Al Haymon ain't going to pay him number about $250,000 guarantee. And he going to tell him, look, you're going to get the rest on the back end. That's what he's going to get. I can put him up damn near guarantee that. Why? How I know? Because when he fought Mike Lee, he got a guaranteed purse of $150,000. And I got the receipts for that. Showed it yesterday. And he made $600,000 on the back end. Whatever the hell that means. On the back end. $750,000, he got paid twice. So if you got all these millions of fans like you say you do, everybody watching you, all these eyeballs, and you saying that you bring more to the table than Billy Joe Saunders and Callum Smith. How? How you bring more to the table than Billy Joe Saunders and Callum Smith with a resume like this? Jose Uzcategui, Mike Lee, Benson Fagan Butts. Or Fagan Butts. However you pronounce his goddamn name. Fagan Butts. And Caleb Truax. You bring more to the table. Fighting these guys. Hobo, Uber driver, Walmart warehouse worker, Uber driver, Pizza Hut delivery guy, and this guy right here is a bus driver. You don't fault bus drivers, Uber drivers, Lyft drivers, Walmart warehouse workers, and Uber drivers, and people who work in nursing homes. Shout out to the people who work in those nursing homes. This is your resume, sir. This what you bringing to the table? Is this what you bringing to the table? This what you bringing to the table. So, anyways, the bag is gone. The bag is gone. The bag is gone. The bag is gone, guys. That's it. He can forget it. So his options, let's do a recap. What is his options? His options is, this is Caleb Eggplant's options, guys. His options is Alfredo Angulo. That's one. Who else we got? Jelly on Love. Where you at? David Benavidez. That's option 2. But we know he ain't gonna fight David Benavidez. We already know that. What's his other option, guys? What's his other option? His other option is Andre and Anthony Durrell. We know that those are his options. Andre and Anthony Durrell. There you go right there. Andre and Anthony Durrell. Those are his other options. PBC, the Floyd Mayweather way. We're gonna take the Floyd Mayweather blueprint. Those are his options. And then he got Caleb Truax again. Then he has Caleb Truax again. Boy, let me tell you something.
I
You know what I'm
said,
saying?
I thought.
You know what I'm saying? That you done fucked up now. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, he done messed up. I feel sorry for Caleb Eggplant. I really do. All jokes aside, guys, I really do feel sorry for this guy because his options is very limited. Listen, we know that Canelo Alvarez can move up to 175 and fight Bivol or Beterbiev. And guess what? They'll gladly take them $8 million to fight Canelo Alvarez. They would gladly take that money. Caleb Eggplant, you coming out of the trailer park, sir, you too stupid to know better. You too dumb to know better. You too stupid and dumb to know better. Al Haymon, he couldn't give you a raise if he wanted to because you are not a draw like that. If your ass was a draw like that, you'll be making more money than what you're making. This dude is a champion. Caleb Eggplant is a champion. This dude has been a champion for 2 years now. He won the belt from Jose Uzcategui January 13th, 2019. He done had 3 fights after that. And guess what? His biggest payday was Mike Lee and Caleb Truax. That's it. That's his biggest purse. So you had the belt for 2 years, sir. 2 years. We're going to see who you fight after this. The PBC way, what I told you guys, they have a bunch of in-house fights. So in-house, now, maybe he can get Jamal Charlo to move up to 168. But Jamal say he ain't moving up. He's a 160-pounder. That's it, man. Let me go ahead and look at the chat. man. Let me go ahead and look at the chat. Shout out to my brother, Maestro Boxing, man. He said, what about the IBF number 3? I can't, what is it, Shevchenko? Man, come on, man. Hey, listen. Hey, Maestro, this is crazy, bro. Bro, this is crazy. Pastor Nation said Benavidez give him $2 million and an ass whooping of a lifetime. Bro, I'm just saying. He said, I don't think Plant's wife cares about money. He turns down. Yeah, she probably don't. Let's see. Caleb Trash Plant from Protective Boxing Champions. Bruh, this is crazy. Yeah, hey man, listen. Hey, listen, Maestro, it ain't going, if it's not a PBC fighter, he's not gonna fight him. I'm pretty sure he's not gonna fight a PBC fighter. All politics aside, I see these men need to take care of their families, and Caleb got the short end of the stick. Mill's going like that. Bruh, honestly, listen, all jokes aside, I feel bad for this dude, bro. From 10 mil to a half. Bro, I feel bad for this dude, bro. I know that these guys can't say anything bad about Al Haymon. I know they can't criticize Al Haymon. I get it, guys. You can't say anything, criticize Al Haymon. But listen, the man ain't perfect. The man is not perfect. Bro, like, dude, I feel like crying for him, right? I feel like crying for Eggplant right now. Bruh, do you understand? $750,000. This is all the money that Al Haymon is paying me. And I got an opportunity of a lifetime to fight a walking Hall of Famer. One of the greatest fighters. He's going to go down, whether you like it or not. He's going to go down as one of the greatest fighters to ever lace up a pair of gloves. I got a chance to fight him for $10 million, and I miss out on it. And then I do some dumb stuff by going to ESPN and dropping slick, sly in your window stuff, talking about you question whether legacy or money is the real motive for Canelo Alvarez. And then you make it seem like that Canelo is ducking you by saying that his bark is bigger than his bite. Dude, when you are in the trailer park position, you supposed to be, man, please, Canelo, man, let me get that fight, dog. I need this money, man, for me and my family. Man, Al Haymon ain't paying me nothing, dog. Al Haymon ain't paying me no money, dog. Please, Canelo, man. Al Haymon ain't paying me no money, dog. Please, man. I'll take $8 million. I'll take $9 million, man. Whatever you want, dog. Let me get that. I don't need no 8-week training camp. 5 weeks to be good for me, man. Let me get that. Cause dog, Al Haymon ain't paying me no money. Al Haymon ain't paying me no money. And guess what? We still got to hear what Canelo Alvarez is saying. We have not heard from Canelo Alvarez. So until we hear from Canelo Alvarez, I refuse to believe Caleb Eggplant's version of what happened with why the negotiations broke apart. We got to hear Canelo Alvarez's version of the story. We have to hear Canelo Alvarez's version of the story. So all these narratives that's being pushed by these other channels, guys, we got to hear what Canelo Alvarez is saying. I get it. You hate Canelo. I get it. You hate Canelo. This is the guy who brings nothing to the table. He by far has the worst resume out of any champion in the sport of boxing walking today. He brings nothing to the table. You're not going to tell me Canelo's ducking this guy. And I understand you hate Canelo. That's cool. That's cool. But guess what? I feel bad for this dude, bro. I feel bad for this dude. Dude, guys, check this out, guys. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Because I don't want you guys thinking I'm just tripping. Hold on, guys. Let me show you this here. Let me show you this here. Let me show you this here. Let me show you this here, guys. Please let me show you this here. Bro, this is why I'm saying what I'm saying. Man, I feel like crying right now, bro. I feel like crying right now. I swear I feel bad for this dude, bro. I feel bad for this guy. I swear I feel bad for this guy. I feel bad for this guy. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Hold on. That's Caleb Trox. Where's Mike Lee? Where's Mike Lee? Hold on. I feel bad for this guy, bro. I swear I do. Hold on. Here you go right here. I think this it right here. I think I found it, guys. Bear with me one moment, guys. I think I found it. I think I found it. This guy made... I feel bad for this dude, bro. Like, I swear I do. I swear I do. I swear I do, bro. Like, this dude here, man, like, I want to see this guy get paid. I want to see this guy get paid, man. But whoever, I understand they trust Al Haymon. I get that, but the call, Al dropped the ball on this time, bro. To me, he dropped the ball this time. Because, bro, his fight with Mike Lee, he had a guaranteed purse of $150,000. I want to show this to you guys, man, because I don't want you guys thinking I'm making this up. I don't want you guys thinking I'm making this up. This guy had a guaranteed purse of $150,000, bro. Bro, like, I feel bad for this dude, bro. I feel bad for this guy. This guy had a fight purse of $150,000 guarantee. Now, he made $750,000. But the fact that his guarantee purse was, as a matter of fact, the fact that his guarantee purse was $150,000 and he had to make $600,000 on the back end tells you everything you need to know about this guy. Tells you everything you need to know about this guy. And he fought under the undercard. He fought under the undercard of I think that was on Manny Pacquiao and Manny Pacquiao and Keith Thurman. I'm gonna pull it up. You know what I mean? But I feel bad for this dude, bro. I really do. This guy had the lottery ticket. Canelo Alvarez is a lottery ticket. He is the equivalent of where Anthony Joshua is in the heavyweight division. When you fight Anthony Joshua, that's a lottery ticket. Because fighters make more than what they ever made in their life when you fight Anthony Joshua. When you fight Canelo Alvarez, this is the lottery ticket. Fighters make more than what they ever made in their life when you fight Canelo Alvarez. How you let $10 million walk out the door? How you let $10 million walk out the door, bro? And you around here capping, talking about you doing numbers on Fox and all of this stuff here. Bro, please. Bro, please. You doing numbers on Fox. You can't sell pay-per-view because don't nobody know who you is. And you're talking like you got millions of fans. I'll fight Canelo right now. Canelo, I got a pen. I got a contract. I'm just going to sign my name right here. Coach Malachi Williams. I'll fight right now. I'm going to get my ass whooped, but I'm going to fight right now. And I'm going down in the first round. Whether you hit me or not, I'm going down. Whether you hit me or not, I'm going down. And this guy, what he say? He said fight for undisputed is better than any fight on everything on the line when it becomes out of the fighters. Yes, and guess what? Caleb Plant had an opportunity to become undisputed himself. Caleb Plant had an opportunity to become undisputed himself. So Caleb Plant missed out on the opportunity to become undisputed. And because Canelo the one collected all of the belts, not only did he miss out on the chance to become undisputed, but he missed out on the chance to make the most money he's ever made in his life. So Al Haymon is going to send him back to the $750,000 zone. That's where he's going at. The $750,000 zone. So other than that, man, that's all I got to say about this boy. Man. I feel bad for him. I really do feel bad for him. I know you guys think that I've been kind of hard on Caleb Plant, pause, for the past couple of days, but until we hear what Canelo Alvarez has to say, kill the narratives. That's all I'm saying. Because every channel I see or hear trying to make this case where Canelo Alvarez is ducking this dude, I'm going to destroy Caleb Eggplant. Man, I don't destroy him for the past 2 days. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put together a GoFundMe for Caleb Eggplant. I'm going to have to. Because we got to get him out of that trailer park. Because Al Haymon ain't paying this dude. At least Jamel Charlo and them making $1.5 million or $1 million, $1.5 million, $2 million. At least they making that. Caleb Eggplant ain't touched $1 million yet. The only meal Caleb Eggplant has ever touched is when he went to McDonald's, when he touched a Happy Meal. That's the only meal he's ever touched, a Happy Meal. But $1 million, he never touched that. Listen, if I was him, I would call Canelo right now, and I would be begging Canelo. I would be begging Canelo. Right now, I'll be begging Canelo. Listen, bro, listen, Canelo, where I sign that, man? Where Al Haymon is saying something, man, there where Al saying, man, where I sign that? Al, you my dog? When you cool and all, but I'm finna get this money. I'm finna sign this contract. I don't know what you talking about. You ain't paying me but $750,000. I need more money. This is my lottery ticket. That's how you know them guys at the PBC not their own bosses. This is how you know nobody at the PBC is their own boss. You got dudes turning down $120 million deals. You got dudes turning down $10 million deals when they only made $750,000 their last fight. This is how you know nobody's their own boss at the PBC. This is how you know this. Because either they too stupid to know better when you're getting offered big money to sign the contract, or they controllers, their handlers is telling them, nah, you ain't gonna sign that deal. It's one of the two. And it could be a combination of the both. It could be a combination of the both. If they are their own bosses, maybe, and they turning down big money, that means they are too stupid to know an opportunity when they see one. That's one. Or if they turning down big money offers, the second option is they are not their own bosses. Their real boss, called Al, is turning those deals down because it's not advantageous to the PBC as a company. Either way it go, you losing out on a career high payday. This is the problem. This is what's going on. So we're going to go ahead, guys. And we're going to do a roll call. Shout out to Danny the Great. Shout out to Sneezy Foster. Shout out to Peter Von Arx. Shout out to Demeter. Demi, what's going on, fam? Shout out to Francisco. Shout out to Kayla. Shout out to Eliza Feliciano. Shout out to Danny the Great. Shout out to Tron C. Shout out to Halim in the building. Shout out to Coach Asgi and MTK Global. Shout out to Josh Taylor. Shout out to the Sandman. Shout out to Cesar Castro. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Hector. Shout out to Hector, my brother. I was looking at somebody else's name under you. Shout out to Jay Smooth. Shout out to Third Coast Royalty. Shout out to Paul Evans. And shout out to Anna. Shout out to Anna as well. Shout out to Sneezy Foster. Shout out to Paul CX. Shout out to Robert McDonald. Shout out to Bon Scott. Shout out to Victor Franco. Shout out to Steve Lopez. Shout out to Lady Shan. The Bummer Clyde. Please subscribe to Lady Shan's YouTube channel. Shout out to Jay Smooth. Shout out to Francisco Esteban. Is that Esteban? Esteves. Francisco Esteves. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Renee Box Young. What's going on, fam? Shout out to David Perez. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Hi There. Shout out to shout out to Maestro Boxing. Shout out to my brother Maestro Boxing. Shout out to Mark Nash. Please subscribe to his YouTube channel. Shout out to my brother Troy Graham. Shout out to Major Key Boxing. Please subscribe to his YouTube channel. Shout out to Danny the Great. Shout out to Egg Shake Forum. Shout out to Bon Scott. Shout out to WMMA. Shout out to Lady Shan. Please subscribe to her YouTube channel. Shout out to my sister Lisa Bales. Shout out to Carmen Serene who was here. Shout out to Anna Lee who was here. Shout out to all of the sisters that I forgot who was here on the show. Shout out to I Buy Houses. Shout out to Victor. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Suave. What's going on, Suave? Rico Suave. Shout out to Kayla. Kayla, what's going on? Shout out to Rolling with the Punches. Shout out to Abbas Golden Glove. Abbas Golden Glove. Shout out to Golden Glove. Shout out to Bruce Leroy, the real McCoy. Shout out to who else we got? King KO, what's happening? Oh yeah, shout out to man, I forgot. Shout out to Bruce Goes. Shout out to my brother Toon. Toon, what's going on? Shout out to my co-host Shelton Moore. Let's hit the Ali Bell for Shelton. Shout out to who else we got? Shout out to D-Style Boxing. Shout out to Punch Drunk Boxing as well. Who else we got? Shout out to Bon Scott. Who else we got? Shout out to Toby Bartlett. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Armando Vanegas. Shout out to Robert McDonald. Not Ronald McDonald, Robert McDonald. Shout out to Jay Smooth. Shout out to Quay. What's going on? Yeah. Shout out to Stephen A. I hope that's not Stephen A. Smith. Shout out to Double A the Sagittarius. Shout out to Lovers Lane for me. Shout out to Nikki. Shout out to Joe. What's going on? Shout out to my sister Arlette. Shout out to King KO. Shout out to Guido. Guido, what's going on? Shout out to Guido. Shout out to Joe. Shout out to Rider of the Storm. Shout out to Joe G. Valdez. Stephen A. once again. Oh yeah, shout out to Trick Nolte. Shout out to Jonathan Clarchick. Hope I didn't butcher your name. Once again, shout out to my sister Lisa Bales and shout out to my co-host Shelton Moore. Don't forget the link that I dropped on you guys, ring10.com. Go to ring10.com. I dropped the link already. You know what I mean? To help these fighters who need, this is the only nonprofit organization that's helping retired fighters. Fighters who have given us great legacy fights in the past. As a matter of fact, let me read this that's coming from my brother Troy Graham. Basically, Ring 10 is the only boxing charity where 100% of the monies go towards the fighters. They are helping fighters like Gerald McClellan, Wilfredo Benitez, and many more fighters to name. You know, they help with anything from rent to major surgeries for these fighters who are not doing good anymore. Anyone that would like to donate, please go to ring, R-I-N-G, the number 10.org. Other than that, this is the boy Coach Malachi Williams. We will be on again tomorrow at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time from 3 to 5:30. This is how we do this. Shout out to J.H. Lethal. This is how we do this. So shout out to everybody who said, hey, big, cat, call out. To all the call out boys. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to Philly Fly. What's happening? Shout out to my sister, Lady Shan. Once again, New Media Today USA Boxing. And for all sponsors, please hit the old boy up at newmediatodayusa@gmail.com. We have been getting some requests. We got some big things coming on, guys. This channel is fixing to go to the next level. I promise you that. Other than that, shout out to UWAPO. This is our boy, Coach Malachi Williams, represent for New Media Today USA Boxing. I see you guys tomorrow, guys, at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.